Chaos.
Alright, heyo, how we all doing today? This is Bobby Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Wait, where am I? I'm still in the room, right? Nope, not that way. Hey, y'all, alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Bobby Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Blur. Got a little view of the chat screen here, although how good could it really be when I'm wearing sunglasses? Welcome back to Retropolis, New Retropolis, Retro Prime, Retro Cave, Retro Chaos. I actually have not really appropriately named this place yet, but maybe that's something we can get to today, maybe not. But not, I wanted to come back strong, with a brand new episode, Retromania 82. So we're going to break the ice here in just a little bit, but wanted to say hi to everybody as we are back in the the well-known retro room here. I really cannot see with the glasses on, but I do have a chat right here. I don't see my, what do you call it? The whole point of doing this was to have the chat on the screen here. And either there's nobody chatting or I'm just looking at myself on my phone right now. All right, well, we still have some kinks to work out in that regard. Where the hell's the chat? There it is. What's going on? I know we got Toaster here. Hey, what's going on? We got Rem. All right, that works. We got Rem. We got Toaster. Hail, corned beef sandwich. Yeah, I really cannot lean over that far just to read a chat. But it is really nice to see everybody here. Retromania 82. We'll be here. We'll be there. We'll be all over the place, as you guys know already. This is actually only the third episode we've done here. So, I mean, take that into account for a second. The third episode in the new setup. To put that in perspective, the third episode of Retro Request Party ever was back in like early 2020. Like we were still, experimenting with the idea of adding the Xbox to the setup. So yeah, I'd say a few things have changed since then. Of course, there will be some Xbox games in here. There'll be a lot of games. There'll be a lot of Sonic games, if I'm being honest here, and that should not come as a surprise, as Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, was my first love in video games. Of course, I'm always happy to talk about some of that stuff with you guys, what you're looking for. Who's ready for Sonic 2? Hey, yo, Beckazon is. But is Beckazon ready for this special surprise I have here, which is not really that special or hidden because you can all see it right here. I've got a can of Spetsy that we're going to kick things off with here. I've actually got a good array of drinks here, including Mountain Dew, Baja, Cabo Citrus, because I bring out the big stuff for this. But actually, this is the first time I will have had Spetsy in a couple months, so let's go ahead and try it out. This is a new can, I hope. Actually feels a little different. Hard to explain what I mean by that. This feels more German. Like it actually, like even the way it's written here, it says 0,331. Like that's not an English way to write whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't even know. Um, Smells German. Looks German. I mean, I do really enjoy this soda. We'll see if I enjoy it right now. I do. I do. It's really hard to describe how Spetsy tastes. When I first tried it, way back in 2025, I had a friend of mine who was like, "Oh, how does it taste? Does it taste like Coke?" I'm like, "Not really." Does it taste like orange soda? Not really. What does it taste like? I really don't know. I am a little interested in trying the Coca-Cola Mezzo mix, which is also German only. So at that point, I'm kind of like, wouldn't I just try the regular Spetsy then? Because that's just trying to be it. But anyhow, it really does smell German. So, wait, what was the last one? Burning coal? I mean, I don't know a lot about German culture. I know about the beer and the other one there. All right. Anyway, since we got a few people here, and it is nice to see everybody, let's kick things off with the first. Hey, y'all, Retro Baby, nice to see you, Zero. Nice to see everybody here. Of course, Bex is here as well. We got everybody here on this empty screen here. And I'm going to go ahead and kick things off as I usually do, not with a retro poll, but with an icebreaker poll. As we get into 2026, which of these companies do you think will have the best 2026 out of these gaming giants? We got Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, or of course my personal favorite, Sega. Now, you can go ahead and decide what you mean by best year, you know, like most games, most financial success. I don't know. I'm actually not going to vote for, I'm going to vote, but I'm not going to vote for who you think I'm going to vote for. I voted for Sony. And I'm not necessarily even committed to that. I don't really see anybody, including Sega. No one's really wowing me so far, but it's also been like 2 months of the year. The recent State of Play had a few things that were interesting. I'm not even really into the God of War 2D game, which looked interesting, but again, maybe something I pick up down the road. Sega has been sort of quiet, maybe too quiet. Maybe it's something where they drop some big news later in the year, but at least for now, I'm not really feeling them too much. Yeah, Sony because, well, I know it's coming out on PlayStation, but like is that a Sony game or is that like they don't own the rights to that? That's Rockstar. But anyway, funny enough, when I think of GTA, I do think of Sony. So I mean, there are big games coming out for all the consoles, big games for third parties like Resident Evil 9, which is coming out next week or a couple weeks from now, and then yeah, GTA 6, obviously the one that we've been waiting for most of our lives. Sega did some. No, Sega did, and that's almost why I think Sega's going to take a step back. I think the last couple of years for Sega have been pretty good. They've had Shinobi Art of Vengeance. They had the new Sonic Racing game. Before that, they had a few good remakes. They had the new Yakuza game. I think Sega's just kind of. I don't want to say it's going to be a down year. I just think it's going to be a quiet year for them. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see a big project coming from them this year. I think 2027 they might start unleashing the Sega revivals, maybe earlier. Shinobi, I don't think it was announced till like March of last year, so there's still plenty of time. That's what makes this question so interesting to me. Nintendo, to me, is in a weird spot, because they just put out a new console last year. Switch 2 will be hitting the 1-year anniversary this summer, and it's like, they had a great start. They really did. They had, Mario Kart World, the console sold out all over the place, couldn't find it. Donkey Kong Bonanza, another big hit. And then I feel like Metroid Prime 4, actually, which was the one I was waiting for. Metroid Prime 4 kind of killed their momentum. And I like that game, but it kind of was like the first game they put out where people were like, it's okay. And now, like, they have some other games down the pipe, but what do they really have? This is kind of that awkward part of the year where you start to get, like, the Mario Tennis game, some games that I call filler games. Still not bad games, but games that are, not the top of the top for Nintendo. And I love... Yeah, no, I'm saying I love Metroid Prime. Well, I don't know if I love Metroid Prime 4. I like Metroid Prime 4. It made a good impression on me. Of course, I also played it for the first time on Christmas Day, so it was kind of bound to make a good impression on me unless it totally sucked. Which it doesn't totally suck, I will agree with that. But I will also agree with the critics who say Metroid Prime 4 doesn't do a lot to really move the series forward, and the things it does do are more annoying than helpful. Is a big disappointment. It is. That's kind of the nice way of saying... What I just said was the nice way of saying what Beck said, which is, yeah... after such a long wait, it does kind of feel like they just made a Metroid game. Like, just a generic Metroid game. But anyway, I see we got the results of that poll in, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at that. You guys probably don't want to just be staring at a bunch of stuff while we wait for this. People say Metroid Prime 4. And in terms of our poll, it was a tie between Nintendo and Sony, so nobody thinks Microsoft or Sega are going to do anything. But yeah, I will agree with that Metroid Prime 4 was a little bit overhyped. Which is weird to say because Nintendo didn't even really hype it up that much. They like announced it, And then they were like, okay, yeah, it's coming out. We don't know. Like Nintendo was very, compared to the other games, they were like, yeah, Metroid Prime 4 is coming out, but eh. Like they didn't get the hopes up. Like I had my hopes up, and I still think it's a good game. I think in a few years after playing it, I'll be able to just rate it more objectively. But like Beck said, I think the disappointment factor came from how long it took. But that's a lot of games. A lot of games that take a while to come out. I mean, GTA 6, I mean, I'm sure it'll be a great game, but is it going to live up to the 13-year wait or whatever? I don't know. And, with Metroid, it's weird because that series was kind of not expected to continue anyway. So, anyway, yeah, Half-Life 3. That's like the ultimate what if, right? All right, but we're back here. I appreciate everybody coming in early and staying tuned to the show. You guys are probably ready for some retro gaming, so what do you say, everybody? Let's get retroactive here, live in the Retro Cave, or whatever the hell I'm calling it. I still have not decided on that yet. As for as for today's topic, because everybody likes their topics, they like, things like that. We're looking at the 2026 Retro All-Stars. You guys might be like, well, 2026 just started. How can there be an All-Star? Well, first of all, let me finish my point, please. These are games that have appeared the most in retro seasons past. It's kind of funny now. This show's been around for 7 years. Started in 2019, so Retromania or Retro Request Party itself has become retro. It's like, hey guys, remember 5 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever, when I started this, and we saw such great games as Sonic 2, as Bex mentions, and all these other games. Yeah, that's what we're kind of looking at today. These are games that have kind of made the show, games that have appeared the most in show history. There are 25 games in total, spread across 5 rounds of voting. Well, you guys are familiar with that part, of course, and it's been a lot of fun, and we're going to have a lot more fun this year. And I kind of like starting the new season with one of these Retro All-Star episodes where we do that. Like last year was the same deal, 2025 Retro All-Star. So in some ways, not a lot changed, but a few games from last year jumped into this list. So without further ado, we're going to take a look here. And the thing was Metroid Prime 5 Dread. I'd say Metroid Dread was a great game, though. And I never really thought about Metroid Dread as what you're talking about. Like, Metroid Dread did start as I think it was like a canceled Nintendo DS game. It was supposed to be like a sequel to Metroid Fusion, which it is. It's Metroid 5. But I don't remember that game. I feel like when they finally made Metroid Dread, they just made it. Like, I don't know. I feel like they just said, okay, let's take what we started and just finish it. Whereas Metroid Prime 4, I feel like they stopped and started multiple times. Who knows if the Metroid Prime 4 we got was what we were supposed to get in 2018, but that's neither here nor there. I don't sound too hyped either about Metroid. Metroid Dread was a great game. I will admit that. Metroid Dread's probably my second favorite 2D Metroid, maybe even favorite. It was that good, and I love that they... Yeah, anyway. Let's go on to the show here with round one. Of course, it is going to be an all-star who's who here, and for round one, we have Bex's favorite game of all time, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We've also got Sonic Advance, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Spinball, and just to show that I do play Mario games... Mario Superstars Baseball. I had to remember, I'm like, what Mario game did I put on the list? It was Mario Baseball. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take let's take the long way, shall we? No, that's not the long way. Let's take the long way around. Yeah. Yeah, give people a little breathing room here as I go ahead and kick off the vote. Completely anonymous, not even going to look at it until the voting's over. So, in the meantime, I can read the chat over here, see what I'm missing. I need to play Dread. Dread's a great game. Yeah, Dread is... God, it's hard to believe that game's almost 5 years old now. I think I'm more disappointed, or like you talk about me not being hyped. I think one of the reasons why I was disappointed in Metroid Prime 4 was actually the story, which to this point has not been anything special, but Metroid stories also never were anything super special. So what I mean by that is Metroid Dread ended on a huge cliffhanger. I won't spoil it because, Zero hasn't played the game, but Metroid Dread ended on a huge cliffhanger that I was like, okay, if there's going to be a Metroid Prime 4, maybe it's going to continue not just from where the trilogy ended off, but from where Metroid 5 ended up. It doesn't. It doesn't acknowledge Dread at all, so it must be at a previous point in the timeline, which I should have expected because Metroid Prime is a different continuity. It's weird. I should not go into a first-person shooter game expecting it to be on the same level as the Metroidvania entries that actually have a deeper story. Anyway, it's fun. It's fun seeing other opinions. Such a diverse selection, which means it's really not a diverse selection because I got 3 or 4 Sonic games on there. What's the best game you played this year so far? Ugh. Well, unsurprisingly, Dispatch was a great game. It didn't come out this year, but I enjoyed playing that for the month or so I played it. Spetsy, Nectar of the Gods. But besides that, also Hades 2, which was the first game I streamed in 2026. Hades 2 I still love roguelites. I think roguelites have like such a great potential. And Hades 2 really surprised me. I'm trying to think of a game that actually came out this year that I played this year. Um, it might be Hades 2. I don't know. I played a handful of games. I played that new Terminator game that you saw me play like a week or so ago. Interesting game. By the way, if you play the arcade mode in that game and you die once, it's game over. They really like their game overs. They're more retro than I am in that regard. And I do enjoy a good game over. We'll probably get some today. But yeah, Dispatch was awesome. I mean, again, I'm going by games that came out last year. Because what did come out this year? Like, what's been a brand new game? There is a brand new game that I'm looking at. The new Carmageddon game, which is a roguelite. Carmageddon Rogue Shift. That would be a game that came out this year. I think it came out like last week or something. But other than that, there's not a lot of games that have come out this year. I mean, technically, that new God of War 2D game, not technically, it did come out immediately, which was really funny to me. I was watching that state of play. I was able to watch some of the end of it live, so that was one of the last things they announced. And they're like, God of War, Sons of Sparta, new 2D adventure coming 2026. And then it did like this weird pause, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna skip to 2026 and say like March, but no, they're like today. I'm like, oh, it's coming out today, like it's out right now. And then I rushed home and I didn't play it because I wasn't that interested in it, but it did look good. Funny enough, if they had said it wasn't coming out till like April or something, I might have like done more research on it and then got excited about it. But because of the shadow drop, I wasn't like, oh man, I hope that 2D God of War game that I never heard of comes out today. Like it didn't. It took me a second to even realize what it was. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is a new God of War game, but it's not. It's like a prequel. I don't know. I know they've made other God of War games besides the trilogy and all that. Sonic Advance cover, Sonic has more fingers than on the other covers. I didn't even notice that. Let me see this. Is this before AI? I need to get a better look at this cover here. I know that's like a big thing. I'm also just making an excuse to come over here and look at the vote as we wrap things up here. Does he have more fingers? Well, he's doing like a thumbs up, but yeah, that probably is true. I don't know if it's like The Simpsons where the characters just have more fingers or whatever, but let me go back here now and just let the vote play out. I don't want to stare at the vote, A watched vote never calculates. I think it's because he's doing a thumbs up, though. I have the cover somewhere for that game. Funny enough, I have this other game case here. This isn't even an official Sonic game, Sonic the Lost Worlds. And sometimes if I place it in the right area, it looks like it's part of the graphic. Like it's like, wait, what's that other game behind it? It's another Sonic game. Hey, oh. Only God has 5 fingers in The Simpsons. That is true. Blah. Lena Rem does not like this opening lineup. I can say that much. All right, Rem. Well, hopefully you're having a good day or time wherever you are. I know where you are, actually, because you're hanging out with Toaster, and Toaster mentioned where he was in the beginning of the stream. I'm drinking Spetsy. I'll probably switch over to some Baja Blast when we start playing the actual games. SA2, he has 5. Most he has... When you say SA2, do you mean Sonic Adventure 2, or do you mean Sonic Advance 2? Because there is a difference. I don't think Sonic Advance 2 actually made the cut for today, but anyway. I'm going to go ahead and slide on over to the retro chair. I'll probably do that. I'll probably keep the Spetsy over here for that part of the show, and then for the other part of the show, which is right now. Oh, the wrong way. Wrong way. It's hard to get good camera in these days, even when they're automated. Adventure? He does have more hands in Adventure. Okay, more hands, more fingers, I should say. All right, let's see here. So thank everybody for voting, and I'll be dipped. Our first upset of the year, and it is literally on the first game of the year with Mario Baseball beating out Sonic Spinball and Sonic 2. Sonic 2, you guys just put your foot down. You did not want any more Sonic 2, and you know what? I can respect that. I really can. Sonic 2, of course, has appeared a record 10 times in Retromania history. It will not be appearing its 11th time as we get things ready here. One thing I do really like about this setup there's a lot of things I like about this setup, but I could not do this before, or at least you wouldn't be able to see it in the old Retropolis. I can actually queue up the game. Like, I can put it in and... not that you really get a great view of it, but you can see me, like, opening up the GameCube in this case, because we're actually going to be using the GameCube. If you told me I'd be using the GameCube today, I might not have believed you, because there's not a lot of GameCube games on today's list. But Mario defied the odds. For once, Mario was the underdog. He defied the odds and took out not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Sonic games to claim victory here. So we're going to go ahead and grab the disc for Mario Superstars Baseball right now, which, hey, it's a fun game. But, again, I did not think I would need to be playing it today. But, hey, that's part of the fun, right? There you go. It's always, like, after the fact. Like, after the vote is when I'll go, like, I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't think we'd be playing this game. Like, because that's how it is. I make these lists, and I'm not knocking any game. They all have a chance to win. That's why they're in the the list or whatever. We rarely see Mario Baseball? Well, technically, and I saw that comment, Bex. Technically, we have seen every game that is on this list at least 3 or 4 times. So this is not like these aren't games that are like obscure at all. In the case of Mario Baseball, it is a great game, but this is not nothing's technically out of it. You know what I mean? Like, these are not like obscure games. This was just a matter of, hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not even like picking sides here. In fact, I mentioned earlier that, like, even though I'm a Sonic fan, I generally, you know, these are games that I played the most of. So if one of them happens to be Mario, then it happens to be Mario. Nintendo once again sweep the floor. So yeah, that's what I thought you said. Not quite how it went, but if you want to remember it like that, that's fine, Bex. There is no file in. Oh, the fun of memory cards, right? Let's see here. Now we can watch me swap the memory cards live. I don't know why I think this means anything. I mean, I could technically set up a second camera angle where you could actually see me putting the discs in or whatever. Let's go ahead and retry. Let's see what we got here. See, this is funny because now I ironically can see the chat and I can read it pretty well, but you guys can't see me because I got my mid. All right, mid. More swapping memory cards right now. That's not Sonic Spinball. Well, hey, man, the rules happen. The only thing I can say in terms of the votes for future rounds is there is always the option for the Retro Chaos, dare I invoke it. Wow, this is like really fuzzy on my screen. Like, it looks okay on the stream, but like in real life, the game looks super duper fuzzy. But anyway, let's go ahead and we'll play a exhibition match or so here. Football just wrapped up here in the United States not that long ago with an exciting Super Bowl. Some would argue it wasn't that exciting, and I can actually see why, but I'm turning the volume down. This is obnoxiously loud. But actually, I find more fun than the main game in this is the toy field, which is probably what I'll do after this game. But I do want to do an actual game of baseball here, just to be fair to all our baseball fans out there. I do enjoy this game, by the way. I know, like, Mario Tennis and, like, some of the other ones. But I've been watching the Olympics. I have not personally. Have there been any good ones going on there? Any good Olympics? We'll find out momentarily. Let's do, like, a unique one. Let's do one with, like, gimmicks or something. Not Bowser, that's too many gimmicks. What about the Wario one? We'll do the Wario course. We'll do 7 exciting innings. Mercy rule off. Let's really get into this here, because I did not think, again, if you told me that the first game would be Mario Baseball for Retro 2026, I would not have believed you, but hey, that just that proves that people do like sports games, and they don't like this camera angle, because it's just the back of me. Nice chair, though. I feel like a super villain. Alright, so we got Donkey Kong up to bat first. I'm playing as Mario. Here we go. Strike! I love when he yells. Very intimidating. Hey, yo! Out! What's wrong with you, RBI Baseball? I don't play this game enough to really know. What is that? Curling. Oh, curling, the popular game that I know very little about. I keep forgetting this is the Winter Olympics, even though it is winter, but I'm like, oh, right, the Winter Olympics. That's when they do that. Strike! I love the way they yell strike in this game, though. That's pretty fun, right? Oh, no! Oh, why is my fielding so bad in this? Alright, they're on base here with a single. How heated can curling get? Canada cheated! In curling? You say so. Say that's like the kill pitch there if I need it. Strikeout! Sorry, bro. Sit down. I should try to win this one, because I usually get destroyed in these games. I don't know why I would waste it there, but whatever. Alright, I gotta preserve some of these. The Swedish player called him out. Oh, boy. Sweden's usually neutral in these conflicts until it affects their curling chances. Yeah, that was a little cheap, but I kind of had to do it. I didn't have to do it, but I want to keep the other team off the board if I can help it. And I will be trying to help it right now. Alright, we got a star chance here. No! Oh, never mind on that. Woo! Alright. Foul ball it is. Heck is on. The whole Swedish guy told him to fuck off was hilarious. God damn it, I just struck out. That's not hilarious. Yeah, it's a little funny. I got another star chance here. This guy's a little shy up at the plate. Woo! Oh no, that's gonna be caught. Maybe. Oh, it's not! Oh, the old tornado up his butt trick. Oh no! Oh, how is that an out? God damn it. That thing hit a million things, man. Oh, Alright, back to the brother rivalry here. Now it's Mario's turn up to bat. No! No! Oh, very devastating. And yes, that is how devastated I would be in real baseball. Not that this isn't real baseball. It feels real to me. Strike. Ball. Technically, they're all balls, but giant balls. So if I'm gonna play this game, I gotta get some toy field in here. We will, just after this game. Ooh, watch out. Watch out. I was gonna say the chain chomp was kind of threatening me there, so I kind of had to rush that. Ball, alright. Trying to chase it inside here. Strike. A little bit of a change up there. I'll take that, though. Strike. Kind of fooled her there. A little deception there. Strikeout! Nice! Oh, that's only the first out, though. I mean, he's still got Boo up to bat. He's got some tricks up his non-existent sleeves. It's funny, because the ghosts don't have sleeves, so you can see where that might get confusing, right? Another strike. Alright, alright. Ooh. Oh, no! What the hell was that? God damn it, that's not me getting him out. Throw a second, throw a second, throw a second! Damn it, they're going for the run? God damn it! Oh, devastating. Fortunately, once they score one run, I usually find that they like get on a little roll here. The game kind of favors the team in the lead. Like there's like a lot of advantages to having the lead other than just having the lead. Oh, I love this game. I think you mentioned that too last time I played it. I mean, again, it's not like the best sports game ever, but it's pretty good. Controls are a little wonky. Like, I wish they'd make another one and kind of, like, update it just a bit. Like, there's so much you can do with a Mario baseball game. This game starts to touch on it. I still think this is the last Mario baseball game to come out. Oh, no, I think we had one. Which was basically just this game was slightly more. Like, it really was not. Kind of like Mario Strikers took a while to come back, and then, unfortunately, when it did, it was not anything special, in my opinion. And I really like Mario Strikers. Okay, this is a big pitch here. We're going to go ahead and unload. Oh, shit, he hit it! Oh, damn it. That sucks. I just wasted my special pitch. Now I just got to go regular pitch. Out! Very nice play. Very nice play. It's like I just needed to keep them off the board any more than they already were. 1-0 I can come back from. Maybe. Of course, Pianta comes up with an entire fucking tree. Damn it. Timing in this is so hard to get. It looks easy enough, right? Oh, there we go. Oh, wrong way, though. If the goal was to hit it into the chain chomp's mouth, maybe. No! Oh, he fooled me. He fooled me, that damn Luigi. All right, we got Koopa up. Let's go, Koopa. Oh. Nice! Base hit. Stay at first. All right, here we go. All right, I guess that was part of the game, too. I mean, they did have some shrinking mushrooms in some of the Mario games. Watch out! Base hit! Let's go! Go to third. Go to third. Throw to third. Not in time. We got runners in the corners. Let's go. Big play here. Big chance. And it's dry bones. You got a bone to pick with this batter. Or this pitcher, rather. Let's go. Base hit. Tie game. Hey, yo. Nothing really fancy in any of those base hits. Just kind of hitting the ball where it needs to go, you know? That's exactly what we just saw there. Oh, another base hit. Yummy. No, no one's going to be... No play anywhere. Bases are loaded now. Talk about a big play chance. This is it. Oh, but we got Goomba up to bat, of all people. All right, let's see if I can get like a sac fly or something even. Oh, he's going for the big hit. Yeah, I'm going to say those pitches are nearly impossible to hit. That's going to be too deep. Why is everybody running on that pitch? Say, that's an easy double play. Why the hell was everybody running on that pitch? All right, well, 4 hits for 1 run. Not my best showing, but here we are. I still don't have any specials left. It's weird. I didn't get any for scoring a run or anything like that. Oh, boy. All right, he's got it. 1 out. One to one, top of the third. Still 1-1, top of the third. Ooh, foul ball. That could have been trouble if it wasn't. But it was, so we're good. Strikeout, got him. 2 outs, right? Yep. Still no special pitches, though. I really wish you could, like, make the characters jump to get that. Alright, Luigi's on. We got Donkey Kong up. He's a power hitter, obviously. Try and back him off the plate a little. We did, but at the cost of a ball. That's alright. Gotta show him who's in charge. Strike! Oh boy, that's a perfect hit, but... Alright, it's in play, it's in play. That was good, alright. Good defensive alignment there. So, very tightly contested game here going into the 3rd inning. Now, there are only 7 innings in this particular game. Base hit, yep, base hit. Very slow one, but still a base hit. Alright. Not a lot of power on my team, but seems to be some speed and kind of like moderate contact ability. That's probably going to be an out. Nope, get back. Really did not get back out. Already, that sucks. Okay, so the batters apparently run automatically on the pitch. I do not like that. That's just going to be an out. So that ends up being a very short inning. And a very disappointing one at that. We get our 5th hit, but nothing else to show for it. 1-1 going into the 4th inning. I got no star power either. But I did get a strike on what's-his-face? Toadsworth, I think this idiot's called. Ooh. I was say, that could have been a good play, but it doesn't matter now. Oh, he used his, whatever there. Alright, he's on first. Safe at first. Daisy's up to bat. Okay, and everyone's just standing there. God damn it, an error has occurred. Turn the power off and refer to the Nintendo whatever. God damn it, really is not me playing the game. I was wondering why everybody was just standing there. Alright, well, it looks like we'll never see how that game ends. But we can at least check out the, what do you call it here? Check out Toy Field until that freezes. Really better not freeze. We'll see if it does momentarily. Should have played Sonic. Hey, don't look at me. I had it on there. I had a few choices, but even I cannot go against the crowd. It is my crowd. All right, well, it's time to get back to baseball, but not the baseball you might be thinking. Still some baseball though. Always had trouble with this disc, even in the other times that this appeared, but it still would have been nice to see how that game ended. We'll just assume Luigi's team won. But before we assume anything, let's get back to the game. Let's do Toy Field, which is still like my favorite mode in the game, and probably my favorite mode in any Mario Sports game, honestly, that isn't the main mode. So for this one, I'm actually going to pick a power character. Probably Bowser, I'll do. Yeah, that's not me picking Bowser. That's me picking Bowser. For CPU, can I just do random, or I don't care, I'll do this idiot. This idiot, and we'll do that idiot. A lot of idiots here, but the goal is to get as many points as you can. We'll do the full 50 turns since we didn't get a full game of the last thing. And this is basically just a big pinball machine looking thing where you try to get points. First up to bat is Luigi, but I am the pitcher, so I have a chance to maybe put him away here. Strike! The bad news is we'll have to hear this music for the rest of our lives. Is that really the worst thing? Well, it's pretty bad. And he's going to get a double. Nobody's going to get to that ball, so that's unfortunate. He's going to bat again now as a result. Uh-oh. Come on, somebody get it. There you go. Now, while Luigi's up to bat, I'm in the field in right field. More right now. That's going to Luigi if he can get it. And he did! I'm the batter again. Or the pitcher, rather. Oh, no! Alright, Pianta got it. Now I'm in right field. It's very hard to get in that bat in this game. That's really the only way you get points. Now, you can strike him out, which is not that easy to do either. It looks like Waluigi's working on one. I'm kind of standing here. You can see Bowser awkwardly getting in position. Nope, that's a ball. You can see Bowser awkwardly getting in position in right field to maybe intercept something. Nope, strikeout. So Waluigi will pull it off, and he'll do the switcheroo, but now I'm pitching. Hey-oh, hey-oh, Luigi. All right, different Luigi. What's going on, Turtle P? Thank you for joining us here today. Took me a second to find your button. I did. Look out. All right, so if I can get a strikeout here, then I become the batter. But yeah, welcome to Retromania 82. Our first game, a bit of an upset here, as it was the one non-Sonic game to get picked. It was Mario Baseball, and he got a one-up mushroom, which I believe lets him bat again. And he does exactly what he's going to do. That almost benefits me, though, because it gives me another chance to get him out. And I wasted it. And Luigi got the catch. Okay, I'm back in right field here. I don't know if I'm better in left field or right field, but it doesn't seem to matter in this game. You get what you get. We got it right now. Say, so far I'm at a nice 100 points here. I'm somehow still not in last place, though. I've not had a single at-bat. I've been up to pitch a couple times. That's been it. Oh, boy. That's a double. And he will get to bat again with 2 RBIs on top of it. Luigi kind of just owning us here, doing more with less, or less with more, or whatever. Was that? No, that was Waluigi. Somebody in the Luigi family there. Alright, let's see if we can strike him out here. We did not! Oh, come on, get that! I got it! I'm up to bat nonetheless, even though I didn't get, like, what I needed, but that's alright. Got a chance to make it up right now. I've actually never seen that, where I get the at-bat from doing that. Oh, no! The reason I was going for the power batter is because, well, you just kind of need some deep swings here. This is intense baseball, isn't it? No! Well, he's not intense anymore. Yeah, I get very intense about baseball in general, but Mario Tennis, yeah, I do enjoy Mario Tennis. They made a new one of those not that long ago. Mario Tennis Fever. Oh, man, Bowser, you're so slow, dude. You should have had that easily. Instead, you have nothing. So Bowser can just go ahead and take his spot in right field again as a disgrace. Can't believe I did nothing with that at bat. Even if I just made it out, anything would have been better than what I did. Luigi's clearly winning this one now at 300 points. Even with the strikeout, I mean, whatever. Pianta's up to bat. I'm still in right field. I mean, I don't think right field is the best place for Bowser. I think we've proven that much at least. But anyway, here comes the Steve Reich. More right now. Strike. Strike. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, that's going way up and out. Nope. Oh, no. Oh, you gonna get it? Yes, he is. Might not be the best spot for him. All right, I'm up to pitch again. Let's see what we can do. Hey, yo, what's going on, Big Mac? Thanks for joining the show. As always, good to see you here for a little Retro 82.
Hello, Big Mac.
Here in round 1. Somehow the Sonic games did not win in that one, but they'll be playing more Sonic games to come. Uh-oh. That was hit right to Waluigi, who took advantage of it. So I'm back in right field, which you could argue is not a great place for me to be, but there you go. Strike. So it's only turned 16 out of 50, though, so got to think about the long game. Uh-oh. Got it. I got the ball. That's the good news. Bad news is a bomb's about to go off, and I don't remember what that does. All right. Now, I got to get some, I was going to say, I got to get some points here. That's not getting points. God damn it, that's not getting any points. That might be getting points, but maybe not. Oh, that got a hit. So I at least got credit for the hit and an RBI, so that did something, I guess. Alright, well, that's the most productive whatever I've had in this game so far. I'm at 140. I'm technically in second place. Wow, that ball hung in the air for a very long time. That's all I'm going to say. I didn't realize Pianta was that slow. Oh, shit, he's not slow on that one. He's hitting that one way out to left field. It hits the triple spot, and Luigi eventually gets it, but not before Pianta racks up a triple and an RBI. Now, I'm up to bat trying to stop Luigi's hot streak here. See what I can do right now. It would be very nice if I could flip things around here. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely what you do here in this game. So I'm also wondering that myself. Yeah, I got him! That's a huge strikeout there. Let's see what I can do here at the plate. Probably do more than that at the plate, but maybe not. No! Oh! Very frustrating. No! Very devastating. All right, Pianta now has the lead. I'm in third, about 80 points back. But I'm in the field, so I got a chance to maybe make that up. We'll see if I do right now. Now, good old toy field. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really make a whole fucking lot of sense, does it? All right, here we go. Oh, he made that catch clean. That's what we needed. It was Luigi batting again. Man, I'm always pitching, it seems like. Trust me to do something with the pitching. I don't know what, but I'm not doing it, clearly. Not really getting it done here. All right, nice strike on the inside corner there. Gonna go for another strike right now. Ooh, that is not going to get it done. Oh, give me the coins at least. All right, I don't know. I'm not going to get any of those coins, am I? Nope, not a one. And I'm going to be back in right field where apparently they think Bowser is best suited. I would disagree, but that's just me. There's a strike right there. Oh, got it. Nice catch, and that gets me back up to bat. That does not do anything. Damn it. It's like I can either charge the pitch or... No! Oh, how disappointing is that? Extremely disappointing. Even with the great fielding that Bowser was doing, too, which, I mean, I did catch that ball pretty right on. Uh-oh, here we go. Ah, damn it, Pianta fucking jumped in front of me there. Got a chance for double coins, which might help me if I can strike him. I don't know why I'm pitching so often, but then again, I don't know why I'm playing right field so often either. We're playing right field right now. It'd be funny if I actually ended up winning this somehow, despite getting almost no hits. Hey, yo, all right. 2-10 actually does put me pretty close to the lead, but I got to capitalize here at the plate. Damn! That's not capitalizing at the plate. It's not doing anything at the plate. That's not capitalizing at the plate. It's not doing anything at the plate. That's not capitalizing at the plate. It's not doing anything at the plate. Damn, that was very disappointing. Got hit like 2 balls this whole time. That's pretty good contact there. He gets the coin spot. Which I say on the bright side, I collect some coins this time, but that's about it. Not really much to speak of there. And once again, I'm pitching, but does it really matter? We'll find out right now. Oh, shit. Didn't matter. 1 RBI as well. He chalks that one up. All right, back to right field I go, where apparently I'm best suited to play. Outfield, I don't get why, but that's a pretty easy fly ball, and he gets it. So a very close game going on here, as long as you're not Bowser. Could be worse. It could be Waluigi. He's got 0 points going for him. Not like I don't have opportunities either. I'm always pitching or hitting, it seems like. Two of the bigger spots to be in. All right, that's Waluigi's ball. That's a black screen. All right, there we go again. Whoa! If anybody's going to get to it, it's going to be me, but it's so far away. I can't even see. And it is 3 stars. I don't even know what that does. Oh, man. That seems a little much. All right, he bats again. Still a 1-point game between Bowser and Pianta. Not a sentence I thought I'd ever say, but I just said it. Luigi going up against his law counterpart. He gets the strikeout. That gives him a little bit more of a cushion here. Bowser staying in right field for now. And Luigi waiting on I don't know what to swing at that pitch. Oh, there we go. He didn't wait that time. He's popping that one out deep in the outfield, and it will be a bonus item. But I think somebody got it. I can't see over the freaking display that just came up over that. Hey, yo. All right. Well, here we are live at Retromania 82. Strike! More right now. Whoa, boy! I did get the ball, at least. But not before he got a triple on that. Damn. Oh, damn. How about just somebody who's good at hitting the damn ball? God damn it. This is terrible. Very devastating. Bowser back in the outfield. We got 2 batters on, or 2 players on, second and third base. Not sure if I got that. I did, okay. Not that it matters, because I've got, like, no points right now. I'm trying to, like, swing earlier now, because swinging when I do is not helping. Basically just swing as soon as he throws it, because it's like trying to swing it when it gets there, you already missed. Nope, that doesn't work. What little I know about baseball is not working at all in this Mario baseball game. That's a pretty catchable ball, and it was caught by Waluigi. Now I'm in last place. So a lot of changes here in terms of score. Strike. It's good to see a strike here in this game. Always nice to see a second strike going on in this game. And a third strike. All right, here we go. Chance to switch things up here. It's going to be hard, though. Only 10 turns left. Gotta do something here. Not that, though. I'm basically not expecting to ever hit anything the way this is going. Like, ever. Like, I'm just basically, how can I expect to hit anything the way this is going? Can I win this purely on fielding? Unlikely. Granted, I am going to catch... No, I'm not going to catch that. Because for reasons I don't understand, that slipped out of my claws. Because, yes, he has claws. So I don't really understand how that would happen. But back to right field I go, where I apparently do best. More disappointment right now. It really doesn't matter what the difficulty of the computers are, because I just suck at hitting the damn ball. Now it's ball 2. What happens if you get a walk? I've never seen a walk in this. You may never see one. Hey, Randy's here. Haven't seen him in a bit. I think he's also been on a few other retro episodes where we were playing a Mario Sports game, so that's not surprising in itself. Oh, hold on. That thing's staying in the air a long time. And it was actually caught eventually by Waluigi, so very unusual play there. Sends Bowser back up to the mound to pitch, but we all know how good that goes. Doesn't go well at all, really. Luigi making the play there in the kind of the midfield there, not really the infield. But... Oh boy, that's going deep. Good for a triple, most likely, and it is. And 2 RBIs, huge play there. And this one is all Luigi right now with another at bat coming up. Very devastating. And a strike delivered as well by the Pianti, but it really doesn't matter. Pianti? I don't even know. Nothing at this point, because that was very disappointing. Oh! Say it's a race between Waluigi and I. Waluigi does get it, but not before it looks like a star is going to come up for the batter here. And it does. And here we go there. There's the final results of that one. Only a few turns left, and it does not look good for Bowser or really anybody not named Luigi. That one's hit cleanly into the outfield. I only have 6 points somehow. Points, coins, I don't know how they keep track of it, but it's not great. Definitely not great. All right, nice strike down the middle there. Very nicely played. Just like to welcome everybody in, if I haven't already, to Retromania 82. First episode of the year, and we are already off to a very chaotic start. Strikeout there, because that's all Luigi really needed, right? Up to 599, basically not a competitive game at all. Looked like maybe Pianti was going to challenge him, but not really. That pitch didn't challenge him either. It was a hit, but Pianti gets another at-bat just for giggles. This is the last turn of the game, by the way, so no matter what happens here, this one's over momentarily. Strike! It was a strike. Wow, that was a very slow strike. It really doesn't matter what happens here. Even if I get the ball back, the game's over. So maybe Waluigi can finish it strong, because right now, basically just who can finish second to Luigi. Like, it's pretty much over. There you go. And actually, it is going to be Pianti finishing second. So very disappointing finale there for that one. But overall, fun game. Definitely was not expecting that one. But what's that called? Toy Field or Toy World? It's Toy Field. All right. Well, with that one in the books, I do appreciate everybody watching round 1 of Retro. We still got some time to go here. Don't you worry about that. We're going to get round 2 queued up right away here. I know you guys enjoy your retro action. So, round 2, and once again, we are looking at Retro All-Stars. So don't be surprised if we see even more Sonic games here with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic CD, Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, Sonic Adventure, and Aladdin on Sega Genesis being the options right now. So, go ahead and get that voting started. I'm going to go back over to the retro area, where I will eagerly, or just in general, await the results of that voting. Hey, yo. More right now. Woo. Oh, look at that. Look how smooth that is. Oh, yeah, in about an hour now, that camera's going to come over here and find me. When it does, look out. I haven't missed any chat yet. But I'll tell you what I have missed is drinking some of this delicious Spetsy soda. It's been very, very good. Hey, yo. All right. I see you. Nope, too far. Well, that's pretty retrotastic right there. Not sure, actually, when Spetsy was founded, like the actual soda. And that would be a question for our German residential soda drinkers here. In fact, while we think about that, go ahead and I'll do a little clean pan around of the room here. And we can see what else we're missing out on while I ponder this very important but soda-related question live on Retromania 82. Nice to be back. It really is. Nice to be back in the cave. Nice to be back here. I mean, obviously, we've been streaming since 2026 started, but this is, of course, the first retro stream, and it's been a fun one so far, even with that unexpected GameCube appearance there from none other than Mario Baseball. Yeah, it is a shame that not only did that game not come out in Europe, but it didn't see another follow-up like most Mario Sports games do. But, hey, we're here now. I guess that's what makes it so retro, right? If they kept making them and they were still current, they wouldn't be as retro of a pick. But no, Mario has a pretty good lineage of sports games and obviously platformer games. I'm trying to think now, and I know the whole list too. For the Retromania All-Stars this year, it really was a lot of Sonic, but there were some other things in here as well. Quirky games that have made other ones great. Where was the January retro stream? There was not one. Thank you for noticing. There isn't always. I don't always do one like once a month. I try to, but with Christmas and everything else and just how many streams we did in December, I thought about doing one in January, but I was like, you know what? The Super Bowl is actually pretty early in February because that's another way I do it sometimes is I'll do it the week after the Super Bowl. So I'm like, you know what? If the Super Bowl was like toward the middle of February, which it sometimes is, in fact, I think next year it will be, that's when I might do a late January retro stream. But the only rule to when the retro streams are is that they're basically no rules, but yeah, that's it. Better late than never, though, as we are here again. Still looking to do some things to kind of buffer this, whatever you call it, buff this setup up a little bit, maybe add a little bit more personality, because I do really like this setup, but I do think it needs maybe just a little bit more, and I don't necessarily mean lasers. We got plenty of lights and lasers in here, kind of hard to tell during the day, but they're here, and I'm having some fun here, and I am unable to see the poll. I can still read the chat, but I'm unable to see the poll, which is actually a good thing. It means I can't influence anything here. Hey, yo. But if I could, oh boy, would I be doing it. I can see the chat enough over on the other screen so that I can tell when the polls ended. Yeah, for right now, we just got our usual setup here. We got my my shark friend here along for the ride. We got all kinds of retro goodies over there in the retro cabinet, representing Chaos Blur and all that. Oh, the Chaos Blur hat even. See, I can even see the redeems. The Chaos Blur hat is in a very advantageous spot here, right front and center, which is kind of why I put it there. So, go ahead and put that on right now. Oh, yeah. Another season has begun here on Retromania, and it's been really great to have everybody here for the show and for this vote, which, you know, just like all the other ones, is going to go going on in a few minutes here. It is a little harder to read the chat now, but that's just because I'm wearing sunglasses, which was kind of my dumbass idea in the first place. But, yeah. Again, thank you for rejoining us here in the new Retropolis. A lot of great games still to be decided on as we are in round 2 here on the show. And, I have to decide. I might have to put my phone somewhere else for future episodes. I think I have a few ideas for that, but that's a next time thing. That's a future Bobby problem, if you will. Once the show gets going, it really does kind of just sustain itself, I find. You know, obviously it helps. We have some great people on here. We got Randy, Bekazan, Toasted Cartridge, Rem, Zero, Shads, Big Mac, Polluted Turtle. The list goes on and on of great people who have been supporting the show for a long time now. So, appreciate that, everybody. There's a reason why I got so many sodas here. I got Mountain Dew, not Mountain Dew, A&W. I got root beer here for the great Big Mac, who I know his opinions on root beer very famously. Looks like we do have a winner over on the main screen there. So I'm going to go ahead and retreat over there. The results are in. Hey, oh, the results really are in. All right. Let's go back to our voting department over in Deutschland and see what we got. Show me what you got. Oh, that was not a great angle to sit on that chair. Whew. to watch my cabling a little bit. It is Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. Not actually super surprising. That game has come on pretty strong in recent retros, so fun game though. But it won 3-0. That's the more surprising part, is that we saw no love for the Sonic there. It's almost like you guys are tired of seeing Sonic games. I don't know, but regardless, it really is not. And that was what, like 7 Sonic games in the first 2 rounds potentially. Not that I expected like every round to be Sonic, but for right now, we're gonna go ahead and turn this off live. Like I said, that's the cool part here. In fact, if I was smart, I would have grabbed the game too. But I'm not that smart, so I did not grab the game. Hey, yo. But if I did, well, people have been saying not a good day for Sonic for the last, like, 20-something years. But you never know, you know. This could be Sonic's year, 35th anniversary this year for the Blue Blur. Of course, 1991 being the first ever Sonic game. And now we are in the year 2026. Seeing what Sega's got up their sleeve for a potential Sonic Frontiers follow-up. But for right now, we're going to see what was for a long time considered the follow-up to Crash Bandicoot 3 before the eventual Crash 4 came out, and that is Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. Now, this game, you know, it got some mixed reviews. I actually like this game. I really do. I don't understand the appeal of it to everybody else, because I feel like we vote for it a lot, but just in general, I do really like this game. It's a good game. Not a great game, but it's a good game that honors the tradition of those old Crash Bandicoot games. And we're going to go ahead and check it out right now. Hey, yo, I do like the setup. Have I mentioned that? I think I mentioned that. I don't know if that's just me, like, talking myself into liking the setup. Because, you know, you do one setup for so long with Retropolis. And it's like, you know, you don't want to be like, oh, this new setup sucks. Like, no, you want to, you know, think the best of it. And I do. I think it's a really good setup. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. But obviously, you know, I have to acknowledge, you know, Retropolis had a different energy to it. I do enjoy Crash Bandicoot. Well, I mean, it seems everybody else did too, because that's where we're at right now with the voting. Alright, so this game did appear a bit. I mean, that's why it's on this list. And most of those appearances were actually last year, I think. I think it appeared like 3 times last year, which is huge. You know, when a lot of games don't appear more than like once or twice. So, let's see here. 9/22/21, that can't be right? I mean, I'll still play it, but... Hold on a second. We're going to, once again, switch out the memory cards here, because I feel like I played the game more recently than 2021, if that is what that means. Which doesn't mean I didn't play it, but... Let's see. Why would I have 2 memory cards with Crash Bandicoot save files on it, though? Yeah, it's saying there's no, which makes sense that there would not be a memory card save on this. And if I gotta start the game over, I gotta start the game over. It's not like I play this game that often. But I do play it. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it shows you the percentages. It could just be that my... whatever it's called, like the time, date, or whatever by default on the GameCube was set to like the wrong year or whatever, because I feel like I played this game more than once. This is like World 1, right? Like I've barely done anything. Oh no, this is, okay, it's like levels 6 through 9 or whatever. What is this one? That sinking feeling. Oh, I don't know if I like this one. We'll find out if I do right now. It's going to be a water level. Oh god, some disgusting purple gummy bears yelling at us. I do hate when some disgusting purple gummy bear starts yelling at us. And the loading screen. Gotta love the loading screens. Don't worry, it doesn't look much better from my angle. Hey, yo. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not a water level. It's one of these gunship levels. Oh, I don't like these much either. Why isn't it letting me shoot? It's letting me get shot at. Oh, I got an extra life. Which button shoots? Do I have controls? That is not what I wanted. I wanted controls. Ow. This is terrible. Okay. What is it? Which one's the shooting button? I'm hitting like every button. I'm hearing that stupid sound effect. It gives me the target. Oh, hold on. I think it's L. Why the fuck would it be the L button? But the L button only seems to shoot at the missiles. Like, I thought I had like regular gun to yes, I know it's the one that shoots! Oh, this is awful. I just keep hitting buttons here. Occasionally, it looks like I hit something. Oh, I hit something! Shoot the damn thing! I really should have. There's no shoot button. Well, actually, depending on the game, there is a shooting button in Sonic, but it's another story. Dude, this is awful. It doesn't help that there were like 20 buttons on the GameCube controller, too. Somehow I'm still destroying stuff, though. Good thing this isn't timed. Just super annoying. Dude. Oh, this is terrible. This is like fireworks gone wild. I somehow win this. It's not like impossible, but it's also not super possible. Watch out. Oh no, it's a great controller, but when none of the buttons do anything, I don't really care what it does. Alright, I guess I'm somehow destroying stuff. I'm just hitting a bunch of buttons and seeing what happens. The enemies seem to be, like, undefeatable, but I can shoot the big ships. But then why does it give me the targeting reticle on some other things? I don't really know. Oh, shit. Oh, this is terrible. God damn it. Oh, this is absolutely awful. Dude! I'm almost dead. Dude, there's like no buttons on this. Well, there's too many buttons. I haven't really decided yet what my issue is. Oh no, I'm dead! Oh, and I actually hit 5 out of 6 of them somehow. Oh, this is awful. Dude, I don't know how to, like, fucking do anything. But yet I still destroyed 5 out of 6 of the damn things. Dude. At least I'm getting extra lives somehow. Oh, this is absolutely, like, the worst thing. I played Sonic 06. Yeah, I said it. I'm starting to see why Star Fox didn't get more games on GameCube. It is a good controller, though. That's about all I can say, which has nothing to do with this game. This game was also on PS2 and other controllers, and I don't know what confusing button they made it on there. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm starting to see the people who get that sinking feeling get it whenever they play this game. Oh boy. Oh no, I'm dead! I'm gonna do one more try on this level, and then I gotta do another level. This is just awful. Unless anyone knows the controls here, because I'm just like kind of holding down buttons and hitting buttons and questioning life choices here. I never liked these levels anyway, but at least I used to know the controls. Like on the Insane Trilogy Remaster, they did a couple of these levels, but like it was a lot easier to control them. Not whatever bullshit I'm doing now. Somehow I'm already down to like 70% health. I just started a fucking level. I mean, this game's definitely fun when it's like just crash platforming and not whatever this bullshit is. I mean, to be fair, Sonic games do this too, where it's like, we just want to play as Sonic and just play the game, and we gotta fucking sit here and shoot balloons out of the sky. And hear the same missile command sound every 5 seconds. Do I have like a barrel roll button? Anything! Like, I'm just sitting here aiming at the same fucking shit getting shot at. I don't think anybody ever actually beat this game because of this level. I'm pretty convinced of that fact, actually. Alright, destroyed 1 out of 6. Which is about what I would give this game right now, a 1 out of 6. Maybe a 2 out of 6, if I'm feeling generous about it. Which I'm not. I'm not really sure who thought this was even a remotely good control scheme. 3 out of 6. Four out of 6. 5 out of 6. 6 out of 6. Got it. Still awful level. Remember when Bex was like, oh, you ever see something, you don't know what the fuck's going on? That was me, and I was in the game. I still don't know what's going on to this very day. I think that's the first time I've beaten a level and had no idea how the hell I beat it. I say, please, for the love of God, save that. Oh my God. I do like that they try to keep this basically the same as the PS1 games, like music and everything, so it's the same. Yes, for the love of God, save over this so I don't have to ever play it again. That part, anyway. It looks like we have a boss level coming up. Unless I missed another level. It's drain damage. I get it. Instead of brain damage. That's almost clever. Oh shit, it's the gummy bear thing again. I mean, it is a fun controller. Meaning the GameCube controller. It's a good controller. More controller right now. Which means you would not like the Dreamcast controller. It was pretty much the opposite. It was a blocky, huge controller, but I actually liked it. But I like a lot of controllers. I think the Xbox One might be actually one of the better ones. Oh, alright. I don't know what I'm doing. I am just dead. Okay. Does he have to slide in this? He does. Oh, no, I'm dead! Let's have a double jump in this, because I feel like that's also going to be needed here. Alright, hold on. Watch what he does. Or I could just fall in and die that way. At least I'm dying different ways. I only have 3 lives left, too. No! I don't know why I thought spinning was going to do anything. But maybe if I spin, it won't. How'd I get down to 2 lives already? I thought I had like 10 lives. God damn it. This really is not that hard to do, either. And yet, here we are, not able to do it. I see. Damn it! He's got, like, the longer jump from Crash 2, but it's really not very good. God damn it again, I really am dead. Why was that fight so hard? Yeah, remember I mentioned game over screens? Yeah, we're about to get one. Alright, let's just go back to an earlier level and see if we can learn how to actually play this damn game before we attempt a boss. And when we do, hopefully it's better than what we just did, because that was pretty bad. We're trying to be better at the game before we fight the damn boss right now. Alright, what's like the first level of the game? Let's start simple here. Alright, here we go. Level 1. Arctic Antics. All right, that sounds like a fun time, right? Who doesn't want to see a few Arctic Antics on the way? We'll see how it goes right now. If I lose at this, then, you know, I'm just kind of trash at the game if I can't beat Arctic Antics. At least I think. See if that's true right now. Alright, here we go. I do enjoy Crash Bandicoot. Very surprised we didn't get a Crash 5 or some kind of follow-up to Crash 4, because, I mean, Crash 4 was a fantastic game, and it just seemed like, you know, Crash was making a little comeback. He still might be. You know, maybe they're just working on something really big. It's going to take longer than a couple of years to make. I don't know, but it has been about 6 years now since Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. And it was about time we got that game, so I'm glad we got it. Until then, this had been kind of the unofficial Crash 4, which you can obviously see the inspiration here. This came out on PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. And it actually is a pretty solid game. I know a lot of people don't like it, as far as, like, you know, it's not as good as the originals. It basically does feel like kind of a simplified version of those originals, just better graphics. But graphics notwithstanding. I'm actually surprised they didn't do a remake of this game, maybe add more levels or features. So I'm kind of glad they didn't, though. I like when they just make new shit. Like, I like this game. I don't need to replay it in, like, HD or whatever. I'm fine with playing it in blurry old regular D. Nice. I believe... Oh, I was like, what just got in my way there? There we go. Yeah, I should be able to body slam those. Of course, the camera was not always your friend in these games, but you expect that. People be snowboarding on these here slopes. Probably getting sold to timeshare like that episode of King of Queens. I'm sure there's still a mission to, like, collect all the crates. I never really got into that. There's so many crates in these games, you're never gonna get them all. Unless they're, like, right, you know, front and center with you. Does not appear to be a double jump. Maybe you unlock one later. I know Crash 3 had one. This level doesn't necessarily need one. It's also the first level of the game, so I can't imagine they put anything too tricky in front of you there. We'll find out momentarily. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll never find out. Watch out. I did not need that. I did need that, though. Yeah, the GameCube controller does so well that you could still use it on Switch 2 for some things. Like, they really never got rid of that controller. Hey, y'all got an extra life there. I was gonna say, isn't this a... Yep. This is a bonus round thing. Even Crash is like, what am I doing here? I don't know. Crash has no idea what he's doing there, but he's about to find out right now. Uh-oh, nitro boxes. So is this the bonus level or the harder area? Seems like a harder area to me. Watch out. No! Oh, nothing's gonna save me there. Not even my Aku Aku mass. Maybe that's like that must be like an optional challenge area then. I'm probably not gonna do it this time. After seeing how that went. Is that freaking like the woolly mammoth from Ice Age? Like, who is that? Freaking elephant there. A lot of different options here in this level. Not saying they're even good, but they are there if you want them. Oh, you just... Wait, what? Okay, so you just kill them and then you die. Alright, cool. I thought it was like something where you could ride the elephant. I mean, I'm surely not the only one who remembers riding animals as Crash Bandicoot. Always a good time for all, except in that one where the elephant was not our friend. And the kid is not our son. And as you can see, that did not go even remotely according to plan. So we're just going to go this way. This seems like the safe, normal way to go. We like safe and normal here in the Chaos Blow Network, don't we? When we're not embracing pure chaos. Which is often. So, what did I really say then? I don't know, but more right now. Damn, that was a lot of Wumpa Fruit there. Oh, that's the end of the level coming up. Oh, 74 out of 147. That's not a very good number of crates at all. But you know what? I don't care because we beat the damn level. It wasn't pretty, but we did it. And I like that. Ah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Alright, that was an alright little level. Tornado Alley. Bamboozled. It's like, sometimes I don't know what these levels are. Let's do Wizards and Lizards. That could be fun, right? Just want to do a few levels before we try that boss again. Just so we can at least say we got our money's worth. If that is it. Because I do want to beat that boss. It didn't seem like that hard a boss, but here we are. Not beating it. But even if I can get some lives first, that was always a strategy in the old Crash games, right? Just keep playing lives. Keep playing levels again to get lives to fight the bigger thing. Alright, this looks like a fun little area. Definitely a reference to the medieval levels from Crash 3, although this time we're like in a castle. It's pretty fun. Watch out. Not really sure why the music's all like glitchy sounding, but I guess that's what they were going for. Alright, it's actually a pretty fun little game here. Okay, not sure I love that camera angle, but I'm guessing something's going to chase us here. But before it does, let's jump on this, what do you call it, bonus block or whatever. Crash is like, what am I doing here? They did a good job of getting Crash's stupidity in these, No! Alright, I guess that's what I get for calling him stupid. They got the last laugh in that one. Alright, here we go. I was going to say, this has got to be a chase, right? Dude, this dragon looks like he's like from a preschool show guy, like Drakey the Dragon or something. Like, come on, kids, I'm gonna eat you alive. Like, could you not eat us alive? That would be much appreciated, but okay, sure. We're getting eaten alive right now. Whoa, okay, apparently the barrels are not destructible. Silly me thinking they were. Oh, the dragon could destroy them. I can't. Alright, that was a pretty easy chase. I probably don't want to stand there where he can eat me, but at the same time, I mean, who knows? Oh, no! Oh, God! He really does just start moving again. Never mind. I know. We are fucked. Oh, this is terrifying. Dude. Oh, I'm not liking this at all. Say, give me a second to catch my breath at least, dude. Alright, oh no! Oh man, I do love how he just starts moving like as soon as you're like within range. No! Who put that there? Who put that there? That's not where you put that. I don't know where you put that, but not there. Can't see, and then there's the whole like, yep. I'm gonna say, like, you're jumping basically toward a obscure screen. Like, you can't see through that. So between that and his jumping a little off and you can't see where the edges of platforms are, not a great look. I mean, look, I know, you know, running toward the camera's Crash was not like a new thing. Like, they always did that in the old games. This is considered an extension of that, so I get it. Still doesn't make it that much more fun, though. Or fun at all, some would argue, and I would also argue that. Anyways, I just fucking slid into TNT, didn't I? I really did. And kind of a cool little, like, I don't know, neon Renaissance look here. Again, fun idea. Could have been done a little better, but that dragon part, just extremely frustrating. Not sure what else to say there. Oh, crap, these assholes. Oh, no, I got turned into a bat! And that's apparently it. I thought maybe that was like a power-up, but no, you're just dead. Oh, no! Oh, no! That was actually the most, like, theatrical of his deaths. He's like, oh, no, I'm a dead. They sure did love spamming you with those Wumpa Fruit, though. Can't say they didn't give you enough Wumpa Fruit. I don't think anybody's saying that. I know I'm not. Nice. Need a day yet. So we're probably not even going to try that other boss again if I can't even beat this crap. Oh, there's a green gem there. So that was still a thing in this game, having, like, the hidden gem roots. No! Oh, really? You can't even jump on him? Or I did jump on him and it was just awkward. Either way, it was not something I particularly enjoyed. Hey, yo. Yeah, GameCube controller's good. We can definitely give you credit for that. And so far, both games in this episode of Retro have used the GameCube, so... I just tackled that. Why would I tackle that? I guess I really wanted to tackle the heavy-hitting issues in this one. It's a real explosive episode. Alright, I'll stop. Looks intense. Well, if you like games that have questionable control schemes and lots of one-hit kills, then yes. The older Crash Bandicoot games, particularly this classic here, from what, 2002 I think this game came out? 2001 even? They put out a lot of Crash games in a short time. Like, the original was 95, and then you had, The trilogy came out within like a few years, and then a few years later this came out. So you had like 4 Crash games in maybe like 6 years, something like that. I don't know, but that's when games in general seem to come out more often. There was always like a new Mario, new Sonic, new Crash, etc. Doesn't mean they were all good, but they were there. Compactor, reactor. The thing is, I don't even know what these levels are until I like try them, so I'm just gonna try them, I guess. We'll see how that goes right now. Because like some of them you could tell by the names. Like I would have thought that sinking feeling was a water level, right? Like wouldn't anybody? But it was an airship level where you're trying to shoot down ships and sink them. So that's a nice little turnabout, I suppose. Like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, well, nobody did. Until then. Oh, this is a, like, minecart level, right? Which, again, I forget what the name of this level was, but who would have thought that? Okay, this could be a fun little area. Can you do anything here, or are you just kind of, like... Say, like, how do I, like, avoid shit? Does he even have a jump? I'm guessing the goal is just not to hit the nitro crates. Okay, this is actually sort of almost a bonus level in a way, whether it means to be or not. Can't really say, but I like this level. This is actually a level that would probably look really cool remade, like different color schemes and stuff. Like Crash definitely had a lot of cool ideas in his games. I will say that. Not that this premise has never been done before, but basically I'm just moving left or right. Still a cool level though. Okay, now we go. Now it's in the. Okay, I like levels like that where it transitions from like one thing to another. I like this kind of factory gimmick here we got going on. Very 90s feeling, even though it just came out in the early 2000s. We got Agent Smith here. Watch out. Okay, a lot of times I just run past the enemies because I don't know what else to do. Right here, kind of the same deal. Okay, let's just get to the checkpoint. It's actually a pretty tough level here. Whoa, treasure. No! Wait. Oh, you can't even, like, touch it. All right. I do not like this. So it's sort of like a return to the old, like, you know, Cortex Factory levels here. Dude, what the fuck with some of these levels, and some of this level design is just so unforgiving. Oh, damn. Alright, I had to start this pretty far back then. Dude, honestly, some of this, like, ending here, I'm just kind of, like, whatever it's called, like, cheesing it. Like, I'm just kind of running through it and just hoping I don't get hit. And I didn't, but I'd be lying if I said that was pure skill of any kind. Because, well, it definitely was not. But anyway. It's like, what am I waiting for, right? Let's just get to the next boss fight. And we will. We will. Try one more level first. Let's see, what's this one? It's like I want to step on it, but I also don't want to, like... Wait, it's not even letting me step on it, is it? Okay, it's not going to let me do it until I beat the boss. Alright, then we got to beat the boss. So we're either going to live or die right here. My guess is we're going to die. Maybe they'll give me a little hint this time when they taunt me. Like, oh, whatever you do, don't hit this button, because that usually means hit that button. Like if the villains... Okay, no, they're not going to give me any. Do I just, like, stay here, maybe? Like, avoid the stuff? I honestly don't know. Okay. We should have to go for it. Alright, we're not going to go for it. Alright, cool. Fuck me. Alright, well, we have a lot of lives. Like I said, we got 10 lives. Why can't he even jump that far, dude? What the hell? What a hell, man. What a hell indeed. Like, never mind the friggin' projectile. I can't even get over there. God damn it. The platforms also sync, too, so you can't just, like, stand on one and wait for the laser or whatever. God damn it. Alright, hold on. The other option is you do, like, a slide jump, but then I feel like you're in the air too long. That's also not the best thing. That does not keep you... He almost needs, like, a double jump or something. Like, there's no way to do both. You can't make that jump and also avoid the projectile. Okay, I think I actually hit him there. Does that one go above you? Nope, that one hits you right on the face. So you have to slide under that one. Oh my god, this is awful. So it's probably just a straight 3-hit boss fight, but to get to him is like fucking road to nowhere mixed with a bunch of lasers coming at you. Like, there's no way to just quickly get through that. And then in part 2, he got the high lasers and the low lasers. And then there's that. There's the fact that even if you jump over them, you still have to clear the gap. So we've gone through like 9 lives pretty quick here, almost like a cat. It's like, there's no like consistent strategy to any of this. Unfortunately. I'd like to say there was, but... God damn it! Well, that is the end of that. I think. Hey, it even has to load the game over screen. That is a shame.
At last the world is ours.
God damn it. Cortex really did win. But I'll tell you who's really winning here today, and it is, well, a couple different people. It's obviously the fans, which is important to me, and my friends and fans are winning here on Retromania. But also the Nintendo fans in particular are winning because we're seeing a lot of Nintendo games, or at least GameCube games. But we'll see if that luck turns around with round 3 of Retromania, which we're going to get queued up in just a second here. I do appreciate everybody watching here. In fact, let's go ahead and get it queued up right now as we get things moving. The poll is up now. The graphic is about to come up, and it is a great selection of games, if I do say so myself. Sonic Adventure 2, Mortal Kombat 2, Donkey Kong Country, and Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Is that every game? Sonic Adventure 2, Mortal Kombat 2, Sackboy: Big Adventure, Donkey Kong Country, and Streets of Rage 2 are all options here on this third round here. Let's take a little walk, though. Let's see what maybe we've missed here on the way around Retropolis here as I untangle myself. Because, you know, there's a lot of places we can go here. A lot of chats we can have. A lot of great memories. And, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of that. What does the new year of Retromania have in store for us? Well, probably a lot more of the same, but, also, we're going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and show off some of this stuff here as I make a very awkward approach over to the retro cabinets, shall we? Hey, yo. Come on, there we go. We got all this great retro stuff here. Of course, we've already seen my Dreamcast stuff ad nauseum, but hey, let's see it again. Sega Dreamcast, greatest console of all time. Sonic Adventure in here as well. If we look just a little bit higher here, we'll see Astrobot and his friends, you know, from that great Astrobot game featuring Astrobot and Pac-Man, the Pac-Man monsters. We got this cool little Sonic thing that I got back in, I think 2019, actually. And, you know, we got some new games, or new old games that I've been kind of toying around with the angle of, toying around with the idea of those joining the show. But, what else? What else as I go over here to look at the chat? Looks intense is the last thing to show up on this chat. I'll tell you what else looks intense is this laser pattern that we've got on the wall here. So part of the fun of the new Retromania is, you know, getting these little looks around the room in between rounds. And we are in the midst of a vote right now as we are heading into round 3 of the show. And, oh, what should we see playing on the screen here in my retro setup but a demo? You guys remember demos in old games? That was always fun, right? Like, I don't mean demos like you could play the game, although that was also fun. But, like, there'd be a demo of the game in action. Like, right now it's showing a Coco Bandicoot level from the game we just played, Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. But getting back to, of course, what you are all here for, which is me. I'll be here for a fun stream here. I'll be here all day long for, what's this, round 3? So we got a few more games to play here. A lot of Sonic games. Well, we've actually kind of gotten through the Sonic Gauntlet. I believe the first 2 rounds had like 7 Sonic games. None of them even sniffed the top 2, like nothing. It's been Crash Bandicoot and Mario so far. This round also sees a Sonic game, but much stiffer competition with Donkey Kong Country, Streets of Rage, and Mortal Kombat as some of the opponents. And hey, it just goes to show you, even I don't know how these things are going to go. When I put them together, I want Sonic to do well, but I also, like I said before, I was half joking, but also half serious. You guys might just be tired of Sonic. It's been a lot of Sonic, both on and off Retro. I play Sonic games. We have Sonic streams every once in a while on the weekends. We have Sonic streams during Retro, plenty of those. There's a reason why my top 2 games in Retro have been Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, as well as Sonic Adventure 2, which is on this particular ballot. Now, I'm purposely not looking at the vote, because what fun would that be if I knew how the vote was going to end? So I don't. Part of the live experience is that it is live for everybody, which means it's live for me as well. And we've certainly gotten the GameCube a lot of use. We've not gotten the Retron 5 any use. The Retron 5, of course, that legendary console that lets us use 5 different retro consoles at once. Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, all kinds of great stuff has come from the Retron 5, going back to the original Retro Request Party way back in 2019. But, of course, the future must go on. This is 2026, some 7 years later. Like I said, it's kind of starting to feel like I'm repeating myself. Like I've become the retro thing now, like Chaos Blur and the retro stream has become, and by the way, I love this Chaos Blur hat. Special shout out to my friend, my friend's name is Dom. I don't know who actually made this hat, but I believe it was a relative of his made the hat. And I do love this hat. And I love Randy and Bex and everybody who watches these streams every month or so. Although, as Bex rightly pointed out, there wasn't one in January. There might not be one in March, but we'll see. There will be more, though. I've got some really cool ideas coming up for Retro. This episode, as most of my year-starting episodes are kind of back-to-basics sort of things. I do that on purpose, where we just look at games that we've seen before. And maybe that does get a little old, ironically, and in the grand scheme of retro things, maybe we do need to mix it up a little bit. There are a handful of games, I'm not going to say there's a bunch of them, but there are a handful of games that have never appeared on a retro that I've had in my collection for almost the whole time. There are games that I pick up at retro conventions and just at stores where I'm like, oh, this could be interesting, and we just never look at it. I'm not really blaming anybody for that, it just is what it is. But you guys probably want to see what game we're going to play next, right? So do I. So let's go over to the retro machine. And I'm going to go ahead and swing the camera back on over this way. And it is Sonic Adventure 2 with a whopping 1 vote. So Sonic Adventure 2 breaking the Sonic drought for today. So there's going to be at least some Sonic content coming this way, which means Begazon was probably not in the vote then because, well, there was only 1 person in the vote. And like I said, it's been fun. But the Sonic drought, as it were, is over, which means I'll be taking this controller here, arguably for the greatest console of all time. I was just mentioning, the Dreamcast controller is certainly a far cry from its GameCube counterpart. The GameCube controller, of course, being so much more, usable by human beings, I guess. Oh, Crazy Taxi 2 was in here. Who knew? All right, so we got the Dreamcast. There's one thing, if I'm going to use the Dreamcast here, I'm going to need the blue VMU, which is just a fancy way of saying memory card, because the blue VMU is the one that has the save file for SA2 on it. And where the hell did I put it, though, is what I want to know. I've got a few VMUs here for Sonic, or for just in general Dreamcast. You know what? I think I left it on the windowsill. We'll find out momentarily. I just came back from Laura Quander who put, hey, oh, I don't know if that means I don't know if is that confirmation or not? It sounds like confirmation to me, but hey, I'm not going to say anything. Either way, the Sonic drought has ended. The first Sonic game to be featured in a retro episode. I should not be surprised. It is Sonic Adventure 2, which is also up there. Not as high as, Not as high as Sonic 2, like just straight Sonic 2, but anyway, I'm still trying to find that VMU. I really do need that. Memory card, I should say, for those of us at home. Let's see. Did I leave it? Did I leave it on the windowsill thinking that I might need it for this game? I probably did. Why not? Say, it's kind of hard to lose a VMU, and I know that I took it out specifically for this game, thinking that this game had a good chance to appear in the episode. We'll see how that goes momentarily. Right, well, I can still get the game going here. So many things on my desk, but not the memory card that I wanted. But it is Sonic Adventure 2 that I did want. But of course, how much fun is this game going to be without the memory card? Well, it'll be the same game, but... well, that's unsettling. Unless I put it in the other Dreamcast controller. I don't know why I would have done that, though. Yeah, we can still go ahead and switch this over to Dreamcast. That's the original. Well, that's the original VMU, which has the, what do you call it, save file for Sonic Adventure. Alright, well, let's take a look here as I reset the game clock. Or the, whatever. Whatever it is, you guys know. Let's go ahead and, while this is booting up. Where the hell did I put that VMU? Oh, it really is, I just saw it. Memory card not ready, the game cannot be saved. Well, gee, I wonder why. It's because I have the memory card right here. So for those of you who don't know, Dreamcast VMU, pretty awesome little trinket by Sega. One of the original memory cards, one of the best ones in my opinion. Alright, so that took that message off the screen, which means we can get down to business here. Playing one of Big Mac's favorite games, and one of my favorite games too. For all the naysayers who want to say Sonic didn't have a good transition to 3D, well, they didn't play this game or the one before it, Sonic Adventure. Because those are two of the best 3D Sonic games in my opinion, bar none. And let me see, what do I want to do this time? I might just go through some levels here, regardless of whose levels they are, and just kind of play them here. It's, like I said, it is a great game. And yeah, here we go. So yeah, we got to start with, I suppose, Shitty Escape.
Stage select.
Hey yo. Shame they didn't keep up to... seriously, though, and I mean, I know, like, Sonic Heroes came out right after this game, and it was sort of similar, not the gameplay, but just sort of like what they were going for. Sonic 06, most people consider the Sonic Adventure 3, like, you know, the different storylines and all that. They even referenced Sonic Adventure a number of times in that game with, like, a dolphin chase and a couple other, like, I think there's a lava streetboarding level instead of this kind. I do love this level, but funny enough, I've been around long enough now, and so have you, where basically City Escape has become the modern Green Hill Zone. Like, this is supposed to be the quintessential first Sonic level in 3D, whereas, you know, Green Hill is the first 2D Sonic level. Like, and I love City Escape, but, like, I don't want to see a city level in every Sonic game now. You know, like, I think it works well on occasion, but I don't think it needs to be like, oh, look, we made another city level. It's like, yes, we know, just like City Escape. Like, Sega's like that kid that makes one good game, and they're just like, all right, kids, look at what I made. It's like, yes, we know. Yeah, on release, which I don't know if you're referring to the fan remake where, like, they fixed a lot of the bugs, because Sega technically hasn't fixed a damn thing. Like, they never made a patch for Sonic 06, not officially. They never made any improvements to Sonic 06, so, like, the base game that you're talking about is basically the only way to play it unless you go online and play the mods, where fans have made the game more playable, but it's like, the fans should not have to make the game more playable. Which, again, it was still not even that great a game, even when you do all that. Like, the levels, to me, were not nearly as exciting or diverse as the ones you see in this game or the first game, Sonic Adventure. Still a good story. I mean, Sonic 06 had some redeeming qualities, but I just think this game was really, like, where they started to hit their stride in terms of, like, 3D gameplay, but also stories and characters, and, you know, they lost so much of that with Sonic 06. Like, forget about the glitches. Like, even just, like, the presentation, like, a lot of stuff just felt weird to me. It was like they were trying to be Sonic Adventure, but not trying to do anything new with it. Like, instead of Chaos, the water monster, we had Iblis, the fire monster. You know, we had time travel, which is not new to the Sonic series, but still not, you know, could have been done better, I think. Some elements of the game were a little interesting, story-wise. Like, I can only go story-wise, because gameplay-wise, yeah, you're right. It was basically an unplayable mess, but even if I want to take that out of it, which is kind of hard to do, I don't know. It's like, and even then, I still feel like they could have gone back to the drawing board and maybe worked something out on a future Sonic game, but instead they went in a completely different direction with Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generations after that, which obviously were very well-received games, so I can't really complain about them too much, but it's like, the problem with Sonic 06 wasn't the format, it's that they didn't really refine it at all. It was like, Sonic doesn't go very fast in the game. It's like, that is true, but he doesn't really have to. Like, I don't think people were complaining that Sonic 06 was too slow. I think it was just that the physics were so bad. Like, I think there were a number of valid complaints of the game that were not like, oh, Sonic needs a hypersonic boost meter like he has in Sonic Generations in those games. Like, I think you can still make a 3D Sonic like this with a good story, with, different characters. Like, they are completely done with other characters. Like, I know they had Tails and Knuckles and Amy and Sonic Frontiers, but, like, what was it, like, 16 years later, they finally decided to go back to multiple playable characters? Like, I mean, I'm not saying I need that, but if you're going to do it, like, do it. Like, and basically, Sonic 06 was the game that made them go, you know what, we're just going to make Sonic. We're just going to make Sonic playable and do the best we can with that. And it's been fine. Like, I mean, those games all played it safe. Sonic Colors, and I love Sonic Colors, by the way. But Sonic Colors, to me, almost feels like they just didn't want to get an F. You know what I mean? Like, they just wanted to play it safe. They just wanted to get, like, a B+. They weren't going for an A. I'm actually going to do something different here. I'm going to play the hard mode. But, like, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of the more recent Sonic games that they just wanted it to be good. Like, they were just like, look, just don't have it suck. Which, I mean, yeah, there is something to be said for that, but I don't know. I'm almost like, I don't want to say I'm like accepting of Sonic 06, but I like that 06 at least swung for the fences, even if it missed. It's like every game since then just felt like, hey, just make it capable. Like go for a C+, don't go for an A. Because at least a C+ will be a game that people like. It won't be like beloved, but it'll be liked. And again, I'm not even complaining about that as much, but it's like, at a certain point, I would like to see them go for the fences again, even if it misses. Just do something more, not even creative. I don't know what the word is. Ambitious? Sonic Frontiers was that in a number of ways, so I can't say they didn't, but I feel like they might get spooked from Frontiers, too, and some of the negative reviews that got, and they might go back to something else more simple. I don't know. I really don't know with them. That's how Sega's been the last, like, 15, 20 years. It's like, oh, this idea didn't work, so instead of tweaking it, we're just going to destroy it. Like, we're not going to, like, learn from it. We're just going to destroy it. That's, and I think that started with Sonic 06, where they're like, okay, we had a good framework, but we didn't really do a good job with it. But instead of adding to that framework, let's just destroy it. And I like Sonic Unleashed. That's kind of the weird part about it, is I'm complaining about this, but I actually like Sonic Unleashed. I like Sonic Colors. I like Generations. I like the games that came after it, which is basically what Sega wanted. They wanted their fans to like the games. And I feel like that became too much of a, I won't say an easy goal, but it just kind of became like, hey, like, it doesn't suck, basically. You know what I mean? Like, and I thought it worked very well for Generations and Unleashed and all those games, but it's like, now we're past that point. We've seen all the different ways you can make a Sonic game, and some of them work better than others, but, like, let's try something and stick with it. Like, I don't even care if it's even something I don't want. Let's try with it. Let's just stick with it. Let's not give up after attempt 2 and it doesn't go well. Like, why didn't it go well? Don't just, like, get rid of it. Just be like, hey, we missed on this, like, the gameplay was a little slow or something. I don't know. Like, I'm not a game developer, but, I mean, like, it can't be that simplistic of, like, oh, the game didn't resonate with everybody, so let's kill it. Like, no. Just, like, I thought, I don't know, I'm getting off on a tangent here. Sonic Adventure 2 did work, but even Sonic Adventure 2 has its detractors. I mean, I'm not naive to that. Sonic Adventure 2 is widely considered, like, it's like a very polarizing game. But at the same time, it is a game a lot of people can agree on is a good game. But some people, even the people who think it's a good game, will be like, well, only the Sonic parts are good. Or only, one part of the shooting parts are good. Or, you know what I mean? Like, there's still, like, things about this game that people don't like that drag it down. But at the same time, it has more of a legacy than Sonic 06 and some of these other games where it's like, wow, really not much worked at all there, huh? I don't know. I also played the hard mode because I have not played the hard mode in a while, so I kind of forgot what to do, which, to me, is actually kind of fun. It's fun for me to play a game that I play all the time, but in a slightly different way, so I'm not like, oh, here we go, same level. I mean, yeah, it is the same level, and we saw this level like 5 times in Shadow Generations. It's, freaking, what do you call it? Radical Highway. We've seen it a million times, but it's a fun level, so let's stick with it, right? Anyway. I also might be in the minority here. I did not hate the hunting levels, and I did not hate the shooting levels. I didn't love them all, but I thought actually most of them were pretty good. There were some weaker ones in there, and I can't see what I'm doing right now. But, like, for example, I love Which level is it? As Robotnik. Cosmic Wall. I love his last level. I know it goes on a while. It's got a lot of shooting, which people don't like, but I will agree that Tails shooting levels are just a little eh. Not even because it's Tails, but just because they weren't the best. Some of them are decent, though. Again, some of the hunting levels were annoying. Like, I get it, but they weren't all shit either. In fact, I'll do a hunting level after this. I don't care. They weren't all great, but they were pretty enjoyable for what they were. If you have to do another form of gameplay, I don't think that's the worst thing to do with the scavenger hunts or whatever.
Here we go.
At least when the characters control well, which they do. If the characters control badly, it wouldn't be fun no matter what you did. So, you know, having Knuckles do these treasure hunts is fine because he has such a good turn radius. The levels are designed for it. Like, I don't know, it just worked. I'm not saying I want more of it, but if you're going to do it right. And they did. The biggest weakness to me, and I might be in the minority here, I think is actually Tails shooting levels. I even don't mind Rouge's hunting levels, but again, not minding is not the same as like thinking it's a great level. I will admit it has flaws, but where is Wild Canyon? That's what I want to do next. There it is. Oh, it's actually the last mission here. Yeah, fuck it, let's go for that. I don't know if they actually change. I know they changed the locations of the emeralds, but anyway, got a chance for an emblem, which I believe would be my 100th. I did not like the radar in this game, I will admit that. X marks a spot. Alright, so there's going to be a spot. It's going to be marked by X. Speed, then surge. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. And even with that, though, the quality of the levels was so variable that there's some shooting levels I would put above hunting levels. There's some hunting levels I put above, well, maybe not speed levels. I think those are always the best, but I just don't think it's as simple as like, oh, Sonic was the only good part of the game. Yeah, I think Sonic was the best part of the game. It doesn't mean there aren't other good parts of the game. Oh, I see it. Ooh, that's actually an annoying spot. I don't know. I also like that it went with the story. Like, you know, in the story, it would be, you know, Shadow's time to have a level or whatever. Like, it was not always like, you know, oh, let's just throw a hunting level in here because we need to. Like, no, it was like, oh, they're breaking into the, what was it? Like, breaking into Robotnik space. Well, we need someone to find the keys. All right, Knuckles, find the keys. Like, yeah, not the best reason ever, but at least it fits into the story. It's not just like random Knuckles level. But yeah, obviously I'd be lying if I didn't say Shadow and Sonic have the best levels in the game, but that also doesn't mean everybody's terrible because they all control pretty well. Even the shooting levels, I think, control pretty well. They're a little bit limited, but a secret room. Oh, do I have to use the Mystic Melody to get to this? Again, I am playing this on hard mode, so I think the emeralds are always in the same place, which would be great if I memorized where that was. It might be this room here. No? Okay, hold on. Interesting. I think this is where the Lost Chow was, but I believe it is a room like this, where you have to go through like a mural to get to it. And there's a few of those up here. By the way, this is the Dreamcast version, so any upgrades to the GameCube version will not be present here. I don't know what they were, but there were some upgrades to the main game besides the multiplayer stuff. The other side of a wall painting. Alright, I didn't mean to hit that, but that is what we're looking for then. The radar is not going to help me either, because it's going to be like, you know what I mean, just dig through it and then, yeah, we went in here. Unless there's another wall painting. I know sometimes there's like a double. I don't know. This was my fault for kind of doing the hard mission here. But it is what it is. Is there like another cave painting? Like somewhere in the level besides in this. Oh, wait a minute. I think where you start there's a cave painting behind you. Nope. Pen. Yeah, no, there is that, yeah. Alright, Dick Punch. Okay, well, we got some new viewers. That's the good news. Bad news is I have no idea what they're saying. If you dig into a wall painting, there is a... Yeah, no kidding. I just need to find out which one it is. Like, I kind of knew that going in. Be a good time for the radar to work like it does in SA1, but it won't. Alright, I've used all my hints. Let's try and find these emeralds here. So usually this level's easy, but of course I picked the hard mode. It's not this giant painting, is it? I don't think so. I could swear one of these opening areas had a painting behind you. Death Chamber? No, this is Wild Canyon. But yes, Death Chamber is a fun level. Well, not fun, but we were actually talking about that earlier when I'm like, oh yeah, there's that level where you have to like dig into the Robotnik's base to find the keys. That is exactly what level I was talking about. With the popular rap song, Death Chamber, Death Chamber, Death Chamber. And so on and so forth. I wonder if there's like a painting here. It's just too dark to see it. I really don't know. Yeah, it'd be pretty dark for me not to see that. That's the only cave painting I found. Which here requires the sunglasses. You're right about that. I think it's upper. I think it's an upper one. Oh, hold on. What's in here? Can I pull this thing out? Oh, I can. Oh, no, I can push it in. What's the point of it then? Oh, this is terrible. More terrible gameplay right now. Trying to defend these levels, and I'm like, yeah, I really can't defend this. Unless it's got to be a cave painting, like, on the outside then, right? I don't know, that's him fucking digging there. What's going on, Dardumi? Welcome to the first Retromania of 2026. Any pretty exciting episodes so far? How about that state of play? Yeah, it was alright. I think there actually is another cave painting somewhere around here. Just a matter of finding it. When I do, look out. I'm never gonna find it. Ha! Gotta be somewhere, maybe not up here then. Is there, like, I can't dig into this painting, right? Nope. Is there a painting down on this level? Please, not one. Exactly, I'm going nuts trying to find it myself. I could swear it was that one in the underground area that had the friggin', like, steel boxes around it. Interesting. I don't want to spend too long on this. I want to try some other levels at least. I might right after this. I'm never gonna find it. Yeah. The problem is, like, the radar is not going to go off until I find, like, the actual wall mural. What if I move these guys back? Something you pretty much never do in this game. I don't remember the current one. I think I actually might know number 3. I don't know 100%, but I think it's above this on one of the shelves. I've already dug into this, but let me try it again. Like you said, you have to use the sunglasses. Oh, this is terrible. Absolutely awful. Alright, fuck this. Let's just do another level. Doesn't need to be a Knuckles one. In fact, I'd rather it isn't a Knuckles one. We'll do Robotnik's hard mode on weapons bed or whatever, because you know we got some more retro activity to get to here. I do want to play at least one level from everybody. We played Sonic and Shadow. We technically played Knuckles, not for long. Probably just gonna forget about Rouge and play something else. Rouge, I cannot hear you. Hey yo. Ouch. Ow. We'll just do like normal Knuckles Pumpkin Hill or something. See if we can do that right now. Ouch. Or death right now. Oh, it's yo. that thing. Toaster does sure post a lot of things. I just don't really know what most of them are. But when he does, look out. Post. Hey, yo, watch out. Ouch! Not a fan of that. Or that. Whoa! My power really is going down like a mofo. Watch out. Dead. Oh, they really are not very subtle with where they hide those. Whoa, watch out, spike balls! Hey, yo! Needed that. Just for point bonuses. Hey, yo! I do enjoy ho 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 and then an emerald with those weird arm things on it. Hey, yo! Some rings for you. Watch out, enemies! Whoa, watch out, I see more enemies. Oh no, more enemies! Or one enemy, but it's shooting like there's 10 of them. Hey, yo. Yep, watch out. Say, here's where I get shot almost like every damn time. No! No! Oh, it really does always happen, or something like it. I usually either get shot there, or I just slip trying to, like, not get shot, even though nobody was shooting me there. It's like a fear based on pretty much nothing. It's the end of that. That's why I always have an E rank in this stage, or at least the hard mode of it. Say, it doesn't really matter at this point what I do for point bonuses. Hey, yo. Watch out. Enemy. Dead. Well, watch out, missiles. And then I believe, yep, I believe something was going to sneak out of me there. I was almost ready for that. Almost. Not quite. Now I know for next time I can destroy those stupid green blocks or whatever. Ouch! That's with Robotnik's upgraded armor, which I don't even think Tails gets. Ouch! Dead. And the goal. Which will not be a great score, by the way. Like, it's not going to be a good ranking, but, hey, we tried anyway. And that's why we failed. Hey, yo.
That was too close.
E! E is not the score I wanted. Really, he's not. Alright, we'll do a couple more levels here, just because... Wasted too much time in that freaking, what do you call it? I'm just going to do his regular mission streak. I was tempted to do the hard mode, because I only have an E rank on it, but you know what? Sometimes life gives you a symbol or a sign that you're not supposed to be doing something. I feel like that's what I was getting there. It was like, Tails was just like, you know what, bro, it ain't happening today, so just play the regular version of it. Not that I'm that good at this level anyway, but yeah, there's some Tails action for you, because, you know, this is the first Sonic game to be featured on a Retro in 2026, and unsurprisingly, it is Sonic Adventure 2, which I believe this ties it with with regular Sonic 2 right now for the most appearances in Retro history. I could be wrong on that, but certainly not a game we're unfamiliar with here. Let's see if I can make this jump, and I didn't, so never mind on that one. Very disappointing. More disappointment soon to come, as my parents said after I was born. Very fun music in this level, definitely reminiscent of that whole, like, late 90s Tails vibe that they were going for in his levels. Which isn't surprising, considering this game was likely developed in the year 2000 and came out in 2001. But what a game it originally and eventually would be. The game still holds up pretty well, I'd say. I might be a little biased here. Oh yeah, look at that. Retroactive platforming we're doing here. All about getting retroactive here at today's episode of Retromania, so why not do it? Watch out. Getting bombed like crazy, but we survived it. Tails is a survivor. What can I say? All right. Yeah. Basically, it's Radical Highway as Tails. I know. All right, we are destroying everything. Ooh, what's that say? Auftragsstraße. Mission Street, I'm guessing. For some reason, I thought like an Alf Goblin was a mission, but I think that's more like homework or task. Always good to learn more German words. Watch out. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Tails, because you said it was okay. Boom. Is it okay, Tails? I wasn't sure. Thank you for letting me know. Hear that, guys? It's okay. Tails said it was okay. Oh, shit. Aufgabe, Mission, Auftrag. Okay. Well, I like some synonyms. Like some synonyms in my synonym toast crunch. Stretch, obviously. Tried it. Was pretty good. Gotta watch out as this ship starts sprinkling various things at us here. Not very nice. Watch out. Explosions, which are also not great. More right now. There you go. Ooh, oh. See, that missile came very close to hitting us. Before eventually not hitting us. Watch out. Nice shot. Go ahead and plow through all this now. Who was disappointed we didn't get mech shooting Tails moments in the Sonic movie 3? Oh wait, nobody. That would have been so weird. I mean, it would have been a welcome reference, I suppose, but like, imagine they're just like, Sonic, you know, we need your help, or Tails, we need your help, and he's just like, oh, here, I got this mech I'm just gonna walk through the town with. Be like, wait, what? Got it. My mission was to get to the end of the street, and that's exactly what I did there.
Very good.
Very good! Even his celebration sounds just kind of corny. It's like, very good! You didn't suck! That bad? It's like a little bit.
Select.
Alright, we're gonna do one more. One more Tails. One more Knuckles level here, since we didn't really do a very good job in Wild Canyon. We're gonna do his probably most recognizable level, or one of them here, with Pumpkin Hill, with that classic song. This time on the regular mode, so who knows where those emerald pieces will be. We'll find out momentarily. Second skull from the top, fifth from the bottom. Alright. See where that is momentarily. Roll! 10 rings. Ghost. Oh, that's where I am now. I'm on Ghost Train Mountain. Come on, we're getting closer. Whoa, that was close. It might be on this thing. Said it might be. I didn't say it would be. Said it might be. I didn't say it would be.
It's closer.
Oh, I heard him say it's closer. Oh, I wonder if it's one of those where it's like rotating around. Oh, hold on, it's closer. Okay, I can't dig here. I don't think so.
I can't.
Nope, he can't. He even says it. He's very whiny about it, but he says I can't. There it is.
Two more left.
Two more left. See where they are right now, even though the Emerald Radar could have just as easily shown us where all of them are, but we wouldn't want that. Oh, hold on, it's on this mountain. I always hated when like it was in a grave. It's just like, am I digging into somebody's grave to get this emerald? I probably do. Nope. Whose grave is it in? Probably somewhere in one of these graves. It just, to me, it's always kind of weird to me. You have to, like, defile a grave to find a freaking emerald. But that's what you have to do. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Is it, like, right between the 3, I wonder? Or between the 4? It's probably right in between. Either that or it's in a grave. Somebody died, buried with an emerald. I mean, the hint is going to be useless, because the hint's going to be like, it's under a grave. It's not there. Really? It's not like up here, right? I mean, it's never in there. It feels like it'd be an obvious spot to be there. Oh, what, in the plant? No. Maybe in the plant. It's like, if you're not, like, in the pixel that it wants you to dig in, like, you're not gonna find it. Like, where it's between these two, it's under one, I have no idea, dude. Sleep with the dead, yeah, so it's in the... Nah, it's so... I don't even want to say distasteful, but it's just not a great look. More defiling graves right now. I like that the enemy waits for me to dig for it, at least. At least they're respectful about it. Dude. I know it's in the graveyard, but, like, where the F is it? Like, which one? Even I feel bad about this. This is fucking ridiculous. And only after you've dug the entire graveyard to pieces. Alright, it's not there. Dude, I don't even know how I'm doing this fast, even with the speed shoots. Alright, yeah, this enemy's annoying me. On the top of... God damn it, those hints are so unhelpful. Yeah, they're all on top of the mountain, dude. Oh, it was there. It was under that dead guy. Damn it. Knuckles, you are just straight up like... I don't even know what. I don't even have a word for what that is. Like, this is so disturbing to me. I know it's a game, but... Probably not on the top of this mountain. Dude, I feel so low from doing that. It's not even a real dead person, but it's just me. I mean, I don't know how many times I dug in that area, but yeah, we found it eventually. Got a lot of rings, I can say that much at least. Jeez, was that dumb? More stupidity right now. There's one emerald left. Alright. Gotta probably be in the pumpkin patch because we haven't looked there yet. Oh, no, maybe not. Alright, got the bomb. Step back from the platform and wait for the next arrival. That's the train one, isn't it? I thought we were already there. Well, then again, the radar doesn't show you. Baldy McNose hair, that reference would come about 9 or 10 years later. Unfortunately, it would become a reference, though. I can't even say you're joking, because that was in a canon Sonic game, known as Sonic Colors, and again in Sonic Lost World a few years later. Not even a good nickname for a Robotnik. Oh, wait, now this has me, like, getting closer to it. Not had me getting closer to it. Oh, hold on. No? Maybe?
It's closer.
What is it, like, on the train? Oh, I just saw it. It is on the train. Really? Really never gonna get it.
Rats.
Damn it, I got no rings.
Rats.
Really, dude, you can't dig for, like, a ring?
Rats.
There's a ring. Really? Oh, this is aggravating. Somehow they found a way to put these in, like, some of the most aggravating spots I've ever seen. Dude, for real, though. So it's not the platform I have to wait for, it's the train. Like, it's actually on the fucking train. There we go. And then after that, he plummets to his death. But hey, at least we found it, right? God, that was just a test.
Not too bad.
I'm actually surprised I'd even got a C. I did not feel like a C+ or even C in general effort there. But hey, that's all I could see.
Select.
Yeah, see, you know what? You're not too far off, man. All right, but anyway, that continues this episode of Retromania here after an exciting third round in which Sonic Adventure 2 became our first Sonic game of the year. This time, this is actually the first and I believe only round of today's episode that's about to come up here that does not have a Sonic game in the lineup. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that up right now. So our choices for round 4 of Retromania coming your way. It is NBA Jam, Donkey Kong Country 2, Super Mario World, Bayonetta 2, and Burnout 3. And we're going to go ahead and fire up that graphic, or fire up the official poll right now. The graphic is already up for viewing, but yeah, just going to take a little pause here, get your stuff ready to go, and feel free to vote on your favorite game between these 5 here. These are all Retro All-Stars, so these have all appeared in a number of Retromanias in the past, and we're going to see what happens right now. In just a few minutes, we've got plenty of people here to vote, so hopefully you guys all get involved in the retro democratic process, if you will, as I try not to trip my own cabling, which I might not, or I might right after this. Alright, let's see. If I stand over here, if I can stand over here, over by the Sega sign and all that love stuff here, Wii U game retro, it doesn't, because, what, that game came out, I believe, in 2013, 2012, so, I mean, that's like, what, 14 years now? It's not a new game. But I know what you're saying, and I do feel like the Wii U, well, the Wii U was only a couple of Nintendo generations ago, but, anyways, as we get over here, wrong way. We get over here, and of course, you know, it's a new retro episode. It's, what the hell happened there? I just saw, like, the NBA Jam logo just fly up. Alright, well, that graphic got kind of foobarred. Anyways, I got nothing I can do about that. So, I just looked at my screen real quick, and I'm like, wait a minute, why is there, like, a, just, like, a complete still frame of the NBA Jam logo? I'm like, did I, like, step on something I wasn't supposed to, or what? I do, but it feels wrong. Oh, it does. It feels even weirder that we had a game on this list from 2020 with Sackboy: A Big Adventure on PS4, because that's technically retro. The PS4 came out in, like, 2013. Like, the PS4, which they still make games for, is, like, older than the Wii U. Or, no, it's about the same age as the Wii U, but not by much. So the PS4 is still, like, technically being supported by Sony as the PS5 is entering, like, what, the second third of its lifespan? I mean, how much longer do we see the PS5 lasting, really? But anyway. Yeah, Wii U has actually been in my retro lineup since, I think, like, 2021 or so. I started showing off Wii U games, so I don't necessarily have a cutoff or a date in mind for when I consider a thing retro. It's almost like, how often do I really play this game? Like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'm not going to stream. The main thing about Retromania is, like, I'm not going to stream these games, most likely. Like, you're not going to just see a random stream Bayonetta 2 or Donkey Kong Country. So, therefore, if I want to see these games on the channel, this is the best way to do it, is to have these little retro voting shows. And I mean, that's not to say anything bad about these games. These are all games that I really love, but at the same time, I'm not going to devote, like, an entire 2-hour block to a Wii U game at this point, as much as I love Wii U, or PS3, or PS2, or any of that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. And for Nintendo in particular, it does feel like the Wii U is not that old, because it was only a couple console generations ago, and you could argue that the jump from Wii U up to Switch, there's that lovely NBA Jam logo again. That NBA Jam logo is like a jump scare. Like, I just look over there, and I'm like, what? I'm like, why did that just, like, blip onto the screen? But, yeah, no. That was just a couple generations ago for Wii U, and here we are in the year 2025, and how much further have they really gone, meaning Nintendo? Like, yeah, they put out new consoles. You know, Switch 2 is better than Switch 1. Switch 1 had better graphics than Wii U. Notice the difference I made there, but yeah, I mean, Nintendo does what Nintendo does, but, you know, I feel like, and this is not just Nintendo, this is all consoles, I feel like the days are done of, like, a console generation really blowing you away with, like, what it could do. You know, like, when the N64 first came out, it felt like a huge jump from the Super Nintendo. You know, the PS1, which was the first one, so it didn't really improve on anything, but it was, you know, a huge jump from graphics at that point. You know, the mid-90s into the 2000s, into the mid-2000s, you know, like, every console seemed to up the ante a little bit, or seemed to introduce something completely new in the case of the Wii. And then, you know, since then, it just kind of feels like they just get marginally better. Exponentially, not even exponentially, but just chill NBA. All right, NBA Jam is a classic sports game. But yeah, like, a lot of the games in retro, even lately, I mean, what did we play today? We played a couple of GameCube games, and then we moved down a generation, or technically laterally, because GameCube and Dreamcast were technically the same generation. It's just that Dreamcast kind of died out first, but they all came out around the late 90s, early 2000s in that same class. So what I'm trying to say is, like, originally the goal of Retromania or Retro Request Party was to kind of stay in the 90s, you know, stay to Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, even Game Boy Advance, which is early 2000s, stay in that little realm, which we do, generally. Today, not so much, but what ends up happening is, again, as we get older, as games get older, I kind of have to include that Wii U era, PS3 era, even PS4 at times. I dip into that library. But right now, we got ourselves a vote, a result, which I'm okay with. I haven't even seen what the result is, but I'm just tired of the NBA logo jamming on there. Hey, now I know it's called NBA Jam. And the winner is, with a very tense vote of 2-1, it is Super Mario World over Bayonetta 2. So a very much older Nintendo console versus a slightly newer Nintendo console in the case of the Wii U. And the winner was Super Mario World. So for the first time today, and the first time in Retro in 2026, we're going to be getting the Retron 5 fired up with, what do you call it here? Just chilling. Okay, now I get it. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that either. So we're going to get to use this lovely little controller here, known as the Super Nintendo controller. If I can untangle it. See if I can right now. I do kind of like having the music of the last game playing in the background. I don't know how everybody feels about that. More because, like, I just feel like it makes things a little more interesting than just having a silent background while the vote goes on. Like, hopefully it's not too annoying. I remember one recent Retromania stream, we had, like, Super Mario Kart Double Dash playing, like, just non-stop while a round was going on. It's like, okay, people don't want to, like, hear that music for more than a couple minutes. More stuff falling over right now. I believe that Bayonetta 2 was the only Wii U game on the list, too, so that's the end of that. Yeah, alright, you want to see some hydration? We can see some hydration. And we will, right now. It's not going to be Spetsy, though, because I got to go to the other side of the room for that. But it will be this delicious... I got too many cables. Saw that coming. It's going to be this delicious Mountain Dew Citrus Cabo... What is it? Mountain Dew Baja Cabo Citrus. Sorry, I got my word order wrong, as I tend to do. More retro right now. So yeah, we'll check out a little Super Mario World here. And when I do, look out. Oh, there it is. You see top cartridge that I happen to have here. Of course, you guys probably already know this, but I keep all the retro games, obviously in the same room, but more specifically, I keep them in this bottle. No, I keep them in, what do you call it? A little pile over here on the couch that we're going to eventually see. So, might be spoiling the end of the show a little bit here, but, a little more. Kind of multitasking here. Yeah, right down here is where we keep all of our possible contestants that could win in the show here. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and flip things over back to me. Yes, as we load up Super Mario World, which thankfully loaded up. I'm holding the wrong controller, though. I'm holding a Sega Genesis controller right now, when I should be holding a Super Nintendo controller, which I now am holding. So there we go. Getting a little bit better at this. Still kind of a crapshoot, but all right, let's get into the world of the Retron, shall we? Hey, y'all. All right, there's Yoshi right now. Yoshi and Mario. Of course, we'll have both of those characters returning in the impending Super Mario Galaxy movie, which comes out not next month, but April 1st, I think. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in here. I'm not even going to look at what we're doing. Oh, watch out. This is a timeless classic, isn't it? Watch out. Watch out. Like, oh, I didn't even bother to, like, go back. Honestly surprised neither of the Donkey Kong Country games made more of a fight. Like, I don't think they even got any votes. The Sonic games, I understand why we only got one so far, and there's only one more chance, but, like, the Sonic games I think people are just tired of, but, like, Mario games don't, well, not Mario games, but Donkey Kong Country games, while on the show a decent amount, they're not there all the time. And they seem to have a pretty good fan base, so, anyway. I always like talking about these things after the fact. Like, I'm surprised that Mario Baseball won. I'm not as surprised Crash won, although maybe a little surprised just because of all the games that were available. I feel like if Rem were more active, we probably would have seen more support for Sonic CD, but that still would have just been one more vote, unless Toaster voted for it too. But I know they're here on the stream, but they're not, like, super-duper active right now, because they're out on a trip. But you didn't hear from me. Watch out, enemies. Alright. Oh, there we go. Do. I love the little like Looney Tunes like zoom in it does after every level too. Wow, wow. Okay, so we didn't get that far in this game anyway. Like, I'm like, oh, I thought we had to go back and do a few levels. This was the next level on the list. I was not expecting that to be an auto-scroller. That's why I had to pause there. I was not expecting that. But it was. Oh no! Don't do that. So this is original, like, Yoshi and Mario action, like. Lately I've been playing some Mario Galaxy 2. We've been seeing, like, the newer adventures of Mario and Yoshi, and they've done a good job with that. Other than Yoshi doing what he's doing right now, being a little bitch. But this was the game that started it all, and it's an auto-scroller section right now. Oh no! And if I'm not careful, Yoshi's going to run himself to death because I can't see what's beyond me, but I'm pretty sure that these things come crushing down on you. And they do. Maybe. I'm not going to take that chance. Whoa! Okay, they even crush you from there. I'm dead! I thought maybe the part that sloped down crushed you more, and you were trying to stay in the... Okay, no, they don't mess around there. That is a death. And what a deadly death it was. More right now. Hey, oh, alright. Got that. Ooh, coins. Ooh, no coins. Of course, Super Mario World, a beloved, not just Mario game, but Nintendo game in general. Ouch. Damn it, that's gone. Alright, so we gotta remember now to just run through this. Like, we cannot wait. Or we can't think like, oh, we won't get crushed by that. It was definitely a deadly death. Like, I don't know what's the point of making that slope then if it's gonna kill you either way. Like, I thought the whole point was to stay on the inside of the slope. Maybe you don't get killed. Okay, I can't go up that pipe. As tempting as it looks. It's a nice pipe, but you cannot go in it. Can you go in the green pipe? You cannot go in the green pipe. Pipes in Mario games, am I right? Alright, apparently I'm homosexual now and I make noises during Mario Party. Or whatever game this is. Mario World. Yeah, I make noises during all the games, to be fair. I feel like that's a pipe you could sneak into, right? Maybe? Nope. Fuck. No! Oh! You really are back for a bit. Alright, that again. So Toaster's had a little too much to drink, apparently. More Toaster drinking right now. Ooh, pink. Alright, that, apparently. I just realized in order to make this pink, I have to, like, go to... I mean, I can go back to my phone. It's not that hard to do, but... Let's see. Go to pink. Actually, there's a few different things I can do here to get that. But the easiest is to just go to my phone. And then nobody's ever going to figure out what the hell Toaster's saying, so that's not even a concern. More doing that right now. Ah, damn it. I'll say, I haven't really used this feature much since the new setup started. Oh, what's going on, everybody, though? Alright. See, if I want to get this... Oh, no, actually, no, I can do the desk from here. I can change the desk to pink. I can pretty much change all of it from here. It's just a few different button commands. Yuji Naka, yeah, you know, it's all about Yuji Naka or something. But yeah, how's your day going there? Welcome to Retromania 82. We're having a pretty chilled time here. This is round 4 of the show. Looking forward to seeing what's in store for us going forward here. Let's see. How many buttons? How many buttons does it take? Let's go here. Let's go back here. First, I gotta do ceiling lighting. I mean, technically, it doesn't matter like what lighting I do first, but if I want to stay somewhat consistent, I would do. How do I just do like a color? Like just a straight color. That's what I'm looking to do here. Is just do pink since I'm apparently going for that. All right, here we go. Nope. That's pink. Can't really see it, but it's pink. Alright, so that lighting's set. Pink there. We can do the... What's really going to make this look more pink is when I do the fill lights here. There's a lot of lights in here. Let's go ahead and actually pan over to those. It's a beautiful thing here. I don't have to talk about it. I can just show. People prefer when you show them things, you know? So we got what? One of the corner lights here? Color. That's red. We don't want red. We want pink. So we got... Okay. Purple. Nope. Pink. Pink, pink, pink. Okay, we got pink lighting here. What else can I do? We can do pink lighting on the other one. Okay, that's cool. That was corner 2. We got to go back over now to corner 1. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on here. You can also see that I've made the ceiling lights pink as well. So definitely a nice pinkish hue going on in here. I like that. We're all for changing things up here. I said my only complaint is it kind of slows the show down a little bit, but it's all right. We're chilling. We're playing some Mario World here. Where are we at right now? We got to do color, right? Color on this one. And we want to do pink. There we go. That's pretty pink, right? So now if I flip it back to me, especially now that it's getting a little darker outside. Yeah, it could be Yuji Naka or something. Oh, I got to do one more thing. So those colors are all changed, but now I got to go ahead and change the... what is it? The desk has its own setting as well. Believe it or not, these are all in like different circuits or different apps or whatever you want to call it. So if I want to change the desk, well, underneath the desk is going to be like impossible. But the shell playing behind me here, that is very reworkable, if you will. And yes, I am just stalling for time right here. Thank you for noticing. Another great episode of Retro underway, though. Glad to see everybody here. We've had Darth Umi, we've had Big Mac, Toaster and Rem, of course, getting in on the action. I almost never use this app, do I? You've asked me this an unusual number of times, and I feel like I generally don't, or at least not in the way that you want me to, which is a weird way to answer that, but yes. No, that's not it. Got too many apps on here. Right there. There we go. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not like anti-horse. I'm just not a big horse person. Not like an equestrian, if you will. What the hell is this? Why am I on music? There we go. Okay, ready? Alright. Isn't this... Is that pink? There we go. Yeah, we got pink now. Alright, cool. I mean... I don't know, my dad's not even home right now. My dad's not here. He had stopped by for a little bit. Thankfully, he's missing all this horseplay. Speaking of horseplay, now that we're back to the show, let's get back into what matters the most. Although I do enjoy that pink lighting, but let's go ahead and get this going here. Is the ground always rumbling this much in this game? I don't know about that. More disappointment right now. Whoa, watch out. It's Mario time. Dead. Whew. Ooh, the feather cap. Not really sure what that's going to do here, but we'll find out momentarily. And when we do, again, look out. Hey, yo. Bonk. Oh, no! Oh, alright. We sure I can't go in this? Apparently not. Okay, the game is very determined to make sure I don't get in any pipes in a Mario game. Hey, yo. Oh, boy. This level's not really that good. It's not that bad. It's just kind of there. It's just a level. I find, anyway. Watch out. Alright. See, I'll take that. Whoa! Hold on now. With these things crushing us now. Did not see that coming. Not sure I wanted to. Okay. So it's like, I don't know how high that's going to go, so I don't want to just get crushed by it. Yeah, that goes all the way to the top. Damn. It could have been very frustrating if that, in fact, had gone all the way to the top and killed me. I mean, it would have been more than frustrating. It would have been deadly. I was going to say, that's getting a little close to comfort there. Too close for comfort, I should say. Not that any of this level's really owned it for me. Whoa, watch out, enemies. Alright, that was something there. Like the old Mario underground levels. Alright, here we go. Not great, but definitely playable. Honestly, I think I had more fun changing light color. Hey, yo. More light color changing another time. Ah, great. Time for the first ghost house. When we get there, look out. Also saw some of these in Mario Galaxy 2. So Mario Galaxy 2 was an interesting little reference to classic Mario games, despite being its own thing. Oh boy. Never was a big fan of the— oh no! Never was a big fan of these. Still am not. I believe— oh, I can't go through there either. I was trying to get like underneath there, I think. Oh, hold on, maybe I can. P-switch, alright. What's that gonna do? Go. Okay. Okay. Interesting turn of events there. Watch out for the ghosts. They're pretty ghostly. Oh, alright. I don't know why I thought there was gonna be like more to it than that. There might be, but not yet. Definitely want to save the game here. I know that there are save points in the game, but also I want to do one myself just in case. There we go. Okay, it does. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we got a couple levels here we can try out. When we do, look out. I do enjoy this classic, like, Mario music here. With that raucous piano we've all come to know and love. Watch out for this asshole. Got him. Platforming. More platforming. Watch out. Asshole. Dead. So I don't think I want to hit that off button, but I could be wrong. Oh, actually I think I do, but I have to hit it at the right time. And even then, who knows. There we go. Okay, a lot of button pressing coming up here. Very nice. Watch out for those assholes. Watch out! Very close on that. Okay, that'll help, because we need the extra floaty jump here to clear some of this crap! Woo! Woo! Hey, oh, that pipe we can take, though. Alright, here we go. Oh, no! Ah. 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 We got one. Can't really do much better than that. We could do a little better than it, but— oh, no! Oh, alright. Hey, yo, there we go. Hey, yo, I'll take a piece of that action. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Alright, very fun episode of Retro today here. Round 4 coming down. Alright. Oh, there's another— alright, for some reason I thought we were going to go right to the castle. We got another part before we even get to that castle. Dead. Watch out. No! Wait, whoa! Alright, I didn't know they could catch the fucking shells or whatever. That was actually kind of unexpected there. Yes, I did know about that. Watch out. Dead. Watch out, enemy. Things are weird in this game. Like, you have to, like, pick them up and throw them and shit. Oh, there's, what's his name there? The Oceanator. Okay. That's not me getting the Oceanator. That's me getting him. So, Yoshi should be able to just squash him. He really can. This game was obviously very, like, Yoshi-centric. Oh, sweet. Dead. That was very much needed there. Nice! That's actually a pretty good finale to that level there. Ooh, yeah, that was fun. That's what they should say. I want to do a quick save here. Just to have it for later. Here we go. Classic Bowser level. Not Bowser, though. I forget which one we're fighting. We're fighting one of the Koopalings. find out which one momentarily. Watch out. Whoa, boy. With the mini swamps. Watch out. Alright, so far so okay. Uh-oh. Watch out! No! Oh, man, that was tough. Did not like any part of that. Watch out. Dead. So you're not dead for long, though. Oh, shit. I think I actually remember this. Some very precarious platforming going on here. Or as they used to call it, platforming. Oh, fuck. It's like, this is one of those where you just don't want to be tricked into something, where it's like, oh yeah, just go this way. It's like, well, maybe don't go that way just yet. Like right here, I think this little bumper has to be in just the right spot. That was actually just kind of luck there that I got past him. But I'm not out of the woods yet. Well, yeah, Bobby, we're in the middle of the forest. Alright, I'm not talking to you anymore. I did enjoy that classic Blockbuster 2 moment. No! Oh, I did not want that ending up there. Oh, that was unfortunate. God damn it. That's exactly where I didn't need that to go. It's exactly what I didn't want to have happen. There comes his friend. Some of these Mario games with some of the things they make you do. It's like I just need this to wait. There we go. Now what? Oh, there we go. I'm like, does this, like, move or what? Like, because otherwise I can't get through this. Uh-oh. What?! Okay, so what's the point of that, then? Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, of course we gotta start that all again now. More disappointment right now. Really? No checkpoint? Not that it matters. If I get hit by that crusher thing, it's a one-hit kill. Okay, well, I got hit by the thwomp. Not much better. I do not like this part. Okay. So now this comes a little closer here. As we can see. Alright, nicely played. Okay. See if there's any way I can get these question mark blocks. Okay. Oh, shit. Shit. We good? Yep. Grab this. Okay. So some of this stuff is just mad annoying. Checkpoint would definitely be helpful. Alright. Funny enough, I think that bumper's like where it needs to be. Like on my, I can move it a little bit, but I don't think it's in a bad spot there. Yeah, it really was, that was fine there. Then we just gotta wait, because then these come out. Oh, sweet, that actually kills them. Alright, before I go again here... Okay, I guess that's it, I have to go that particular way. I have to be careful how I make the jumps, I guess. Okay, that time it was pretty easy. Here, I don't really know what's gonna happen. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Nope! Oh, what a pain in the ass. Oh my god. Alright, that's it for that. I'll do a save state. But that's about all the Mario World I can take in terms of that. Hey, yo. But I'll tell you what else I can take. Because we ain't done yet. We got one more round of Retromania 82 coming up right here. And let's see what it entails. It might even have one more Sonic game in it. In fact, I know it does. Bit of an odd final round here today, but for the fifth and final round of Retromania 82, we've got Sonic 3D Blast, Wario Land 4, Arkanoid, Mega Man X, and Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. All fun very replayable games here on the channel. And we're going to see what wins right now. Well, in a little bit. But first, let's take a little walk around here, or at least a return to where we were before. No, not that way. This way. Woo! We can see some of that pink lighting for a little bit as well, as we get ready for the final game of Retromania 82. And when we do, look out. Ooh, man, that is actually a pretty cool view of the room, I gotta say. What a view it is. More, right now. Plus, I want to drink more Spetsy, let's face it. I've heard from a pretty reliable source that Spetsy is, in fact, the nectar of the gods. Maybe a bit of a biased source, but still a source nonetheless. Oh, nope, yep. Hey, oh, alright, here we go. Funny, I think both these lights will be on here. Talk about the lights behind me. Let's see. Unless this guy died already. No, still on. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, there we go. That's really making the difference, right? I'll tell you what's really about to make the difference here in this final round of Retromania is none other than, how do you pronounce this? Polliner Spetsy? It's good stuff. I'm about to try it out yet again right now. Yeah, once again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me with Retromania 82. We got one more game for you. And it has been another fun episode, as you might imagine here. Nope, go that way. What do I want to do? I want to show up the pink lighting here, because that was something I spent a little time setting, and certainly does add to the room aesthetics a little bit. We might work on some different angles and things like that in the future. But just showing you how much of a difference like colored lighting can make. It's been a fun one, it really has been. 3D Blast, please. Well, it's going to depend on the results of this vote, but it's likely. I'm not going to say it's not likely. It is likely. But it depends on viewer participation, viewer voting, whatever. And of course, you guys know I hate ties, so we'll see how that also works out momentarily. But in general, I'm just having a fun day. It's a chill Sunday. It's a day off. It's another episode of Retro, the first episode of the year. Only the third episode to take place in this new setup, and so far I'm very pleasantly, I don't want to say surprised, but I'm enjoying what we've done so far. It's been very much more of the same, but I don't know, it feels a little bit less chaotic, I guess, although I like some chaos, as you all know. Yeah, feel free to cast those votes. You just have a few more minutes left here in the final round of Retromania 82. Funny how these episodes kind of fly by in some ways. Oh, did we get a reward? Looks like we got a reward redeemed. Oh, no, we didn't. I just can't read. I also hate ties, but only the ones around the neck. Hey, oh! Alright, well, there you go. More coming up. Hey, yo. Yeah, why don't we take a look at some of the other stuff on display here in Retropolis. What do we got? Not that you're going to be able to even see it with the graphic kind of covering it, but we got some great old Sega stuff down here, including an original Sega Genesis box, Sonic Mania, the Collector's Edition from 2017. Hard to believe that game is going to be 10 years old pretty soon. Of course, moving up a little bit, we got plenty of Sonic stuff here, including all three of the movies on DVD. Then we got some more non-Sonic stuff in the second shelf down that's being obscured by the graphic as well as the lights being off on the display case. All kinds of fun stuff. Some of my friends have had the pleasure of seeing this place in person, and it is really fun. It's a fun room. Obviously, we're trying to promote that retro energy, that retro intensity that that I've come to know and embody for so many years now. You know, you don't get to be doing the show for as long as I have without changing locations at least once, right? And it did take us a while, but we are indeed here in Retropolis, the second iteration of it, and I guess arguably our brightest yet. There's a lot of lights going on here, a lot of fun stuff. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is the retro games, and we've had a lot of fun ones today, ranging from GameCube, Dreamcast, Super Nintendo. Now we're going to see what the last one holds, but either way, I've had a great time. Hopefully you all have as well. I actually haven't even bothered. Like, I had my phone on this thing here, but then when I moved my phone to change the lighting color, I know, long story short, I don't have my phone like to look at for the chat, so I can vaguely read it over there on the screen, but looks like I haven't missed much besides Toaster saying 3D Blast, please, which 3D Blast, for better or worse, has been on this show a number of times. It is a game, and it is an interesting one at that, but we'll see what happens with the final vote momentarily here on Retromania. I feel like I said, this episode is all about games that have appeared a number of times in Retromanias of the past. I feel like Sonic 3D Blast has only appeared as often as it has because people know how frustrated I get with its physics. But with that said, gee, I wonder what I just set up for myself. With that said, let's go ahead and let's check out a streaming machine over here and see what we got. The final vote is Sonic 3D Blast in a 2-to-1 thriller. So yeah, Sonic 3D Blast, for those of you who are actually fans of that game, of which I severely doubt there are any, but I know there are people who dislike the game, and I don't necessarily dislike the game, but I don't exactly love it either. So it looks like we are going to get a chance here. I just fell over. We are going to get a chance to use my new Genesis controller, my new 6-button, if you will. And we'll go ahead and do that momentarily. See, what's great is you get to see me destroy my own setup in real time. We'll see how that goes right now. Alright, return to main menu. Go ahead and pop this cartridge out. Hey, yo. Got him. So we are going to the final round, and it is another Sonic game, so somehow we still got out of here by playing 2 Sonic games. And it's going to be Sonic 3D Blast, for which I will need this here Genesis controller. Brand new. Fresh out of the box. But unfortunately, I'll be playing out of all the Sonic games, Sonic 3D Blast with it. But I'll still be playing something with it. And a Sonic game at that, so it's not all bad. We're trying not to trip right now. Where is Sonic 3D Blast? Oh, there it is. Right here. Right there, my friends. We are getting into round 5 territory here. Now we just need Polluted Turtle to watch the show, as I try to watch myself. Sitting back down here, this is probably where I'll wrap the show up from anyway, so this is kind of it. You know, like I said, these episodes, I want to say they go by fast, because, I mean, we're coming up on 3 hours here, but, yeah, no, it's a fun time. I think I just turned on my Xbox. I did turn on my Xbox, which has nothing to do with anything right now. Hey, yo. Alright, looks like last time we played this game, we made it up to that Spring Stadium zone, so, yeah, maybe I'll play that. I probably will. Alright, controller works, that's a good sign. Yeah, why not? We'll do some Spring Stadium Zone right now. Said I don't hate this game. It's just not like my ideal Sonic game. It's got a little, you know, the music's great. Like, if nothing else, I can listen to the music forever. It's probably one of the best Sonic soundtracks ever, and I actually mean that. Like, the feel of the game, even, like it has its redeeming qualities. Collision detection is not one of them. Finding all these stupid little enemies hidden throughout the levels, not one of them, especially when these levels have some chaotic obstacles bouncing around. So far, yeah, no, it is. That's kind of the problem is, this game does almost everything right except for basic platforming, which in a Sonic game is kind of important. I mean, you know, Sonic doesn't get his reputation from platforming the way Mario does, but it's still a big part of his games, so yeah, when you can't make a simple jump up a slope because of the physics, it's kind of a problem. Again, like, I would almost forgive the game if it were more of a spectacle type of game, like something like Sonic R or something, where it's more about running around, but this game's actually more about exploration. So when the exploration kind of sucks, it's like, well, then what are you really doing? Again, the music's great, the presentation for what it is, I mean, this is the second Genesis game, came out in like 96, so this was like toward the very end of the Genesis lifespan. Really pushing the Genesis hardware to its limits, in a good way. Like, I mean, it really does look great. Unfortunately, that's about where the praise ends. It's mostly just audio-visual praise. It's like, hey, it looks good, it sounds good, and that should be enough, right? Especially from the 90s, when video games were a lot of spectacle. But it's not always a fun spectacle, and that's kind of, you know, as a kid, I kind of looked past it, because, you know, big, shiny Sonic game, why not? This is one of the few Sonic games that I think did not age well at all. Like, usually my opinion in Sonic games is about the same. Like, I never thought Sonic 06 was good, and I don't think it's good now. This game, I thought, was, like, really good. I really did. As a kid, I loved this game. One of my favorite games from that, like, era there, the late 90s, before Sonic Adventure came out and blew it away. But before that, this was, like, probably one of my favorite Sonic games. Not really anymore. And not because of that one slope section, because there's a bunch of that shit going on. Like, even right now, I just feel like I'm just wandering aimlessly through this level, jumping at weird angles. Like, but that's the game. Like, that's just how you survive, especially this level. Between this level and the volcano level, where it's like, you know, the floor is made of spikes or lava, it's like, yeah, you kind of can't just, like, stand around. You have to move around really fast. But moving around really fast in this game is not really what this game is designed to do, so, again, this game just gets in its way more often than not. Even right now, I'm trying to find the last enemy here to move on in the game. Where could that enemy be? I mean, there's only a few different directions to go, so you would think not that far away, but... Anyway, let's just enjoy the game, shall we? Enjoy being maybe a loose term, but... Let's try. Oh, there it is. No, I mean, this game... The music in this game did influence me for years. Like, I always loved the music in this game. I really did. And that continues even now. Like, I mean, booting it up, at least the music kind of gives me a nice smile. Like, there's always something about a retro game. The nostalgia factor is real. For me, it's the music in this game. That's about it. Like, I hear that music, I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then I just try to tune out that another Sonic game's playing. That's why I love some of the levels in Sonic Adventure that use Sonic 3D Blast music, because it's like, oh, at least this music didn't go to waste. It was actually in some good levels, too. Like, Twinkle Park uses one of the songs from this game, as does Windy Valley. And I believe... Well, later Sonic games use Diamond Dust. Like, anytime I hear Diamond Dust, that's a great song. We'll probably hear that one, because that's the next level in the game, but... Anyway. Definitely not the worst Sonic game. Like, people want to put it up there with, like, Sonic 06 or whatever in terms of disasters. I don't think it's that bad. It's just not one that I usually would come back to, and I think it's funny that it has, like, 6 or 7 appearances on Retro now, and it's become, like, a Retro mainstay just because of how much of a product of the time it is, like, that this was considered 3D, this kind of isometric 3D was considered, like, cutting edge at the time. Perfect example of something that didn't really age well, but at the same time, it's okay to go back to now and then. I mean, nothing I would sit and play that much, but... I understand completely why Toaster wanted me to play it, because he loves watching me freak out over shit. Which he might see me do, because I do hate the boss of this level, just because of the way it's, like, designed, much like everything else in this game. You have to be, like, completely, like... Why is this fucking music still going? Dude, it's still playing the invincibility music, but I'm not invincible. Dude, the music is, like, the best part of this level. I actually don't like the invincibility music. I've never heard this before. It's almost like I'm supersonic, but I'm not. Like, it's just playing the same... At least the level's almost over, I think. I was gonna say, if I'm invincible, I should be able to get hit by that. But I can't. Thankfully, I was gonna say, thankfully the level's over, so... But I don't know what the hell that was. The invincibility music was on a loop. It just was. I don't know why. Let's hope that doesn't happen here, because I do really like this music. The invincibility music's barely fun while it's on. Jeez. Oh, watch out. Like how excited... Oh, alright. Like how excited, I don't know, excited, but... Whatever the word is, anticipating of this level was, or... Of how much Toaster wanted me to play this game is what I'm awkwardly trying and failing to say. And now I'm playing it, and he's, like, completely gone, but... What can I say? I mean, he's not missing much right now. It's Spring Stadium Zone, which is actually a decent level in this game. I don't know what my favorite level in this game be. Maybe the next one, Dusty Diamond. But even that has some issues. I mean, basically the bosses are the main issue in this game. Oh, there he is! Never mind, I lied. He's right here. He's right here. He's enjoying it. I mean, I don't hate this game. Like, I know you guys want me to be like, oh, I hate this game. Like, if I hated it that much, I wouldn't put it on here. Although, also, I am bound by the fact that you guys love this game because you keep voting for it. Like, I'm just blindly going by what games have been voted for the most. And this has been one that's appeared, I don't know how many times. For a while, this game never appeared. And then I think between, like, Retromania's, like, 48 to, like, 68, it was on, like, a bunch of them. I don't know why. But, hey, here we are. Who am I to doubt the fans who have given me so much? God damn it. Given me so much! Including death. Alright, hold on. I'm missing my birds. God damn it! Because when you think about Sonic, I'm dead. When you think about Sonic, you think about Sonic, right? Which, well, let's face it, we all think about Sonic a lot. You think about watching birds. Oh, damn it, I gotta start all that shit over again. Like, I'm trying to defend the game. I don't hate this game. Ah, damn it, I just died. I mean, a game can be hard and I can still like it. This is not an example of that, because I feel like the difficulty of this game comes more from just janky physics than it actually being difficult. Like they purposely make this game fairly easy. Like, the enemies are right in a line for you. It's just the trick is trying to hit them. It's like trying to go around somebody in a crowded hallway, basically. Actually a good metaphor for playing this game. Trying to hit the enemies in this game is like trying to go around somebody in a crowded hallway. Like, hey, you want to move, Spider? Like, he's not, look at it. He's not even really doing anything, but it's just like, it's so hard to hit anything in this game. That's the challenge. It's not that the Spider's shooting lasers or anything. It's not doing a fucking thing. None of the enemies in this game really do anything. It's just that they're in the worst possible corner of the game. This game's biggest challenge is its own level design. Like, cramming stuff into corners. Like, look at that thing. That's not doing anything. What's that bug doing? It wasn't doing a fucking thing. And it's like, alright, well, it's in between some bumpers, so it's going to take you an hour to hit it. That's really the obstacle. It's not the literal obstacle. It's the obstacle of losing time. Alright, let's hope this doesn't set the invincibility music into another loop. That's all I really need, right? Alright, this asshole here. Alright, so we got all the birds again. Give me the bird. I'll give you the bird, alright, if I keep playing Sonic 3D Blast. Alright, at least the music stopped. See, this is where I had so much trouble before. This time I just figured it out, because before I kept getting stuck at the bottom of that hill, it wouldn't let me, because the physics on this game are weird. Like, even here, it's just like, yeah, you get up the slope because the game blasts you up it. Like, he doesn't really have a lot of upward movement. Any kind of slope trips him up. Even with that speed shoe, oh crap, Tails and Knuckles are going to rob my ass. Knuckles is like, yo, give me those rings, bitch. And I'm like, no. That literally is how you get into special stages in this game. And then there's all these weird spike pits, which you can imagine are just really fun when you're trying to hit all these stupid-ass enemies, like that moonwalking spider and whatever the hell the other bug did. Not a whole lot. Watch out. This fucking thing. It's like maybe 2 enemies I can think of that actually do anything in this game. Like, they actually shoot a laser at you or something. Like, everything else just kind of stands there, and the challenge is just trying not to get hit by it. Like, they're just, like, annoying customers that stand in your way. That's all they are. They're not really, like, Robotnik enemies. Like, oh my god, that robot is so intimidating. Like, no, it's not really even doing anything. The bosses, I'll admit, are a little more of a challenge, but even that's more because of the game's physics than anything. Although I do remember one time really struggling on the volcano boss, like, just because of the way it's... Like everything else in this game, you have to try and jump on it, like, in a circle. It's just really dumb. I mean, that thing, I guess, has one attack, which is to turn itself into a spiky version of itself. Not the most creative thing in the world, but... Hey, it pays the bills, I guess. It's a living. I will say the boss at the end of this level is a pain in the ass. Because you talk about something that just moves in a very annoying pattern, that's this boss at the end of Spring Stadium. Also, this part's a little annoying. That's why. Because you have to jump up 3 layers of these balloons or whatever. That's how I got it. Like, it's completely random if you get it or not. The game's not even consistent in its own inconsistency. Which I guess is what makes it so inconsistent. That almost sucked. I need 2 more bosses, or 2 more enemies here. Watch out, stupid spider guy. Again, really should not be that hard to hit, but it's more just, like I said, the fact that the game doesn't know what the hell it wants to do at the time. Watch out! Okay, those spike things never forget to go off. Oh, jeez. Put that thing in the worst possible spot. Now I gotta hit that bird. Is anyone else dizzy yet? Like, I do get dizzy playing this. Like, I'm not gonna complain about this game, except for every time I complain about it. Got it. Sometimes you just have to, like, let them come to you, you know? It's an exercise in, like, I don't know, some kind of learning. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Time of this really lousy boss. When we get to it, which we are getting to it, look out. Oh, I hate this boss so much. The positioning of the boss is annoying. The way he, like, and you'll see. I mean, it's not the hardest boss. It's like you have to, like, stay behind him, but then not really. Like, what was that? Like, I clearly hit him the first time. So I try to keep some rings around, because I'm going to need them. Dude. That was kind of a cheap hit, but I'll take it. This asshole takes like 8 hits, too. He's still going! Fuck. So can I just get like one clean hit on him? I feel like I either get hit after the fact or he hits me at the same time. It's always just weird fucking bullshit with him. It's probably the music the guy heard in his head when he was designing these controls. Like, he has, like, fucking epilepsy, too. He, like, just the weirdest fucking pattern. Actually, probably the most determined I've been in the whole episode so far. Got him. It really is, and that's the other thing, too, is, you know, in every level... I'm not even facing the camera. Every level does this. Every level has the checkerboard pattern, but the ones like that level where you have to move around in a circle really fast, that's where it gets super annoying because, yeah, you got that pattern repeating over and over again, and you're also distracted by the boss. It's just, it's not hard, but it's something I just don't particularly enjoy. I don't even mind it on the first level. Some of the levels, it looks better at that than others, but, like, every level has this pattern. Just a different color of it. And, like, it works in the first level because it's, like, your basic, like, Green Hill level, so okay, kind of looks okay. Not like this is the only Sonic game to have a checkerboard pattern in it, but it's the only Sonic game that has one in every single damn level. Is this, that's a bonus stage. Which I normally might have attempted, but... Oh, shit. Don't get there. Might have attempted it, but I don't have enough rings. I don't even know where I'm at with the Chaos Emeralds. I'm not even really concerned about it right now. Just try and survive this level and move on, I guess. I actually kind of like this level, other than these enemies are a little bit of a pain in the ass. I mentioned how most of the levels, enemies don't do anything. These actually do attack you, and you have to beat them. Because there's a frozen bird in here. And when I say frozen bird, I mean an actual, like, animal in here. That is an ice cube. There you go. You're welcome. Well, watch out. It's like I'm so nervous to jump now. But other than that, I mean, even that enemy didn't really do a lot. Just a penguin that was walking around. This thing's on a pogo stick, but he's really not going anywhere. He's jumping like 1 foot off the ground. Not much to go crazy about, right? Okay. 4. I need a 5th enemy there. They're like, we forgot to put the 5th enemy in. Yeah, just throw him right in there. But yeah, I mean, that's basically how slopes worked back in this era here, the early 3D era. Instead of like a, you know, a hill made out of whatever they make them out of. Oh, damn it, I missed that jump. Hills are like made of these like jagged little ugly checkerboard shapes, half completed. I don't know. What the hell? It's like, really? This is like the automated part of the level and I can't even do it. Come on, man. Come on, man. There we go. Now this, I think you're supposed to stand here. Yep. Let yourself get turned into ice. This is what I mean by the automated part. Like, there's nothing I can do here. Just watch. Isn't that fun? It would be fun if more of the game was this. Even then, I don't know how much fun it would really be. Whoa, watch out. That actually doesn't hurt you. Yeah, you just get stuck in ice for a little bit. The enemies can hurt you. I think Robotnik has a gimmick similar to that can hurt you when you fight that boss. I know, spoilers that the ice boss has an ice gimmick, right? Who would have ever thought? I mean, I might have thought about it. The placeholder pattern. It really does. What's funny is, though, the Saturn version of this game that is considered the more complete version, which has better graphics, also has these checkerboard patterns. They just do more stuff. Like, the ice level has, like, a snow pattern that kind of goes over it, so you don't see it as much. But, like, it's still there. It's still a big part of all the releases of this game. So I couldn't tell if I was supposed to make that jump or not, but I did. So if it looks like you can make it, then you probably can. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Looking back at this game, it is what it is. I don't think this game's ever, like, really referenced in any, like, future releases. Like, they're never like, oh yeah, remember that Sonic 3D Blast moment? Like, I think it had a comic tie-in when it came out. I mean, it was a game that, you know, got some promotion, but it was never, like, on the scale of, like, the original Sonic trilogy or Sonic Adventure or any of those games. But, I mean, it was released. It was in between the trilogy and the newer games. newer games being Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, like, this was in Sonic's lineup. It was Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic Spinball, and Sonic 3D Blast. They were all big games on Genesis. I mean, maybe not this game as much, just because it came out so late in the Genesis lifespan. I can't imagine a lot of Genesis owners had this version. But at the same time, if they do release 3D Blast again, which they have done a couple times, mainly on the Sonic Gems collection, they always release the Genesis version. They don't release the Saturn version, which is basically the same game. I've played it before. It's the same game, just with slightly better graphics. And a different special stage. So you could actually argue it's the better game, because I like the new special stage better. If that's all we're going by. Again, it's not the worst game in the series. It's just, to me, forgettable. And for a lot of reasons. I don't know what they were really going for. It seemed like they were just trying to release a game in between games. Like, they knew it was going to be a while before Sonic Adventure was ready. So they're like, okay, let's just... Because you have to remember, too, this game came out in 96. Sonic 3 came out in 94, with Sonic and Knuckles coming out late 94. So basically, between 94 and, like, 98, 99, there were no new Sonic games. Except for this. This was like a placeholder. Like you said about the patterns. This game was in between the main games, and it served as like, hey, look, a new Sonic game. It's not a great new Sonic game, but it is technically a new Sonic game. And it's in 3D, so you can't, it's not like the other ones. It's got like a little difference to it. I mean, I will give them this. They did a good job on the music. The music's really great in this game. Like, there's a lot of game here. I would almost prefer that this game had just been a full 2D game. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like some of the elements around it, the music, even the story where you're like on this new island called Flicky Island, like I feel like this could have been a better 2D game. Just all these same level themes. But instead of sticking to this little tap dancing control scheme, whatever it is, just make it a full like sequel, Sonic 4, Sonic whatever you want to call it, like Sonic 3, or no, not 3, just call it like Sonic's Island Adventure or something. I don't know, like I just feel like there was a way to make this game without doing this. But they wanted to do this. I guess this looks better. I don't think Sonic Team worked on this game. I believe it was Traveler's Tales at the time. I don't know if that means anything. Traveler's Tales did some pretty good, like, isometric games and even, like, movie games like Toy Story. They did those games on Saturn. So, I mean, they knew how to get... Not Saturn, Genesis. They knew how to get pretty good graphics out of the Genesis, and that's apparent here. That doesn't really mean it's a good game, but the only explanations I can think of is they wanted to show off the graphics of the Genesis one more time, and they needed a Sonic game to kind of tide people over. That's the only reason I can think of. Otherwise, I don't know who this game is for. It's basically for Sonic fans who are too impatient to wait for the Dreamcast Sonic game, which would be Sonic Adventure. Which again, I mean, that was probably me at that time. Like I said, I loved this game as a kid. I'm not going to go back in time and say I didn't. So... yeah, I kind of fit into that group of, like, where's the new Sonic game? And so, like, when this came out, I was like, oh, cool, a new Sonic game. And, like, I didn't really think about it, you know? I'm like, yeah, it's different, but that's okay. When you're a kid, you'll pretty much accept anything. Like, it's your favorite character. So, yeah, it's an ugly game, and it's got its quirks, but I'm like, it's a Sonic game. It's 3D looking. It's like, I didn't know what a Dreamcast was. I don't think the Dreamcast was even announced yet. So, yeah, this was, not my favorite game, but it was definitely a lot more fun than I'm having with it now. Which makes me wonder, if Sonic 06 had come out when I was like a kid, I probably would have liked it. I probably would have been like, oh, a new Sonic game. Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's a new Sonic game. I can't make that assumption, but for the most part, I'm trying to think, what was like a game that came out in the 90s that I didn't like a Sonic game, or any big game? Like, I pretty much like every game despite its flaws, because all 90s games had flaws. So to me, going up against other games of this type, this really wasn't that uncommon. Like, there were other games that had really awkward, clunky 3D controls. I do hate this bird thing, though. I even hated that the first time. Was like having to get all these birds, and like if you got hit once, you'd lose all the birds. Like, I hated that. Even at the time. I do enjoy that. Yeah, you know what's funny is that the cake shift thing, which, I mean, yes, it was an easy shift, but I didn't end up taking his shift. I worked my own shift, which was easy enough on its own, but, what was I going to say? Oh, the funniest part about all that is that he followed me on Twitch, so we might see him again. Who knows? That's my coworker, who is my real coworker. If anybody wants to know, none of that was made up. I know it looks weird, especially on Twitch where people just make up usernames, but that was actually somebody I know. I could even tell based on the things he was saying. I didn't take the shift. I was already working. Like, that's what I was trying to say. Like, I didn't take any shift that I didn't already have. I was working that day, which was yesterday. So that was it. Like, I was going to try to come in early, and it was a legitimate attempt, but I actually did end up getting stuck in traffic, so... I basically, long story short, I just ended up working my shift. Like, I didn't even really... It wasn't even because I didn't like him or anything, I just didn't end up doing the shift. I did my regular shift. That's... Well, yeah, that was the other thing, too, is it just like, you know... To be fair, this year has not been that hard on me in terms of work. I've been able to do all my stuff. I've been able to work, like... I've been getting my 40 hours a week, but it's not like last year where I was getting like 50 hours a week and just getting really worn out very quickly. I have a feeling that's coming because this job never stays slow for too long, but... So it's like, yeah, there might be a cake shift, but... I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, I remember one of my friends actually mentioned this, where it's like, yeah, it's an easy shift, but like, if it's that easy, wouldn't you rather just go home? It's like, yeah, I'll take the, you know, make it really easy and just don't go. Yeah, basically. Look, I mean, I can appreciate an easy shift after I've worked a bunch of hard ones, but, again, this just wasn't the time for it. And I did work. It's not like I didn't work yesterday. I did stuff. I went to work. Alright, let's fight this boss. Let's fight this damn boss. I mean, it's not even a matter of, like, working the least. I didn't know. To be fair, I didn't know going into this job, like, what the hours would be. Or, like, I knew it would be 40 hours, but, like, I didn't realize it was going to be, like... Yeah, it's hard to really explain, but do I work? I really don't. Funny enough, I don't work tomorrow. This week coming up is fairly easy, but that's probably the last easy week I'm going to have for a while, so we'll see. At least I don't work now. At least I don't think I do, no. Not until Mike from work shows up and is like, hey, you want to work tomorrow? And I'll be like, oh, damn it. I'm actually thinking about it because I do have the Pac-Man DLC. Like, I actually just rebooted the game up and the stupid mailbox comes up or whatever. It's actually, like, the easiest fucking thing to get to, and I'm like, should I try that? God damn it. Fuck. Oh, damn, where'd my fucking ring go? Dude, Robotic's on fucking crack, man. What is he doing? Got him. Hey, yo. Alright. Pac-Man DLC. Well, you guys know what you want. You want that Pac-Man DLC. I feel like the Saturn version of this game is basically the same game, though. It really is, but... Yeah, I could see that. I am surprised that Sega doesn't re-release this version instead of that version instead of the Genesis version. It must be hard for them to do Saturn emulation, because in general, they don't re-release Saturn games like ever. I think the only one they did was Sonic R, because there was no Sega Genesis version of that game. But anyways, I appreciate everybody watching today. This has been Bobby Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Blur. Hopefully you've all enjoyed the first episode of Retromania here in 2026. Always a pleasure to have you all here in this room. I would say where it all began, but this is not the room where it all began. This is the second Retropolis, but still a really fun time. We had some Sonic games, we had Mario, we had Spetsy, and just a great time had by all. Kind of fitting in a way that we had Sonic, Mario, and Crash Bandicoot as the main three protagonists of this stream. But again, I appreciate everybody here watching today. Hey, yo. Alright. What has he got here? Just a thought, is Robotnik his actual... So that is something that's sort of debated on. I mean, not debated on, but like, the American version of Robotnik is named Dr. Robotnik, like, and actually in the movies he goes by Dr. Ivo Robotnik, which is his, like, comic book name, I think. So I think his real name is Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Sonic calls him Dr. Eggman. It's sort of like a joke, like, oh, you're fat like an egg, Dr. Eggman, or whatever. So, like, I don't know that he actually is a doctor. I know the movies try to make him like a robotics expert. I don't know in universe if he's a real doctor of any kind. Probably not, I would have to guess, but, yeah, no, that's some food to chew on there, some food for thought. But I appreciate everybody watching the first episode of Retromania. Make sure that stayed. First episode of Retromania for 2026. We will, of course, see you in the next one. And as always, stay chaotic. Blur out. Chaos.